Okay, and I'm recording. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to. We're doing Phoenix Wright again. Yeah, 2 weeks back to back, because unfortunately for me, I'm not going to be having internet for next week, so we decided to record this early, get another episode to go, because it was easier than trying to wrangle some sort of workaround to get my Kingdom Hearts LP back up. So, yeah, we're here. Just before the Minnesota Gods are going to dump another fucking truckload of snow on us, we're going to be enjoying the second mission, the second investigation of Dingus, Phoenix Wright, and this incredibly feisty lady who's staring at us.
Yes. She's apparently waving a broom around, according to Phoenix.
Which we couldn't animate because this was a DS game.
Yeah, this is a original.
Hello? Oh, it cut
Hi,
out for a
can
few
you hear
seconds. Me? Yeah, Discord's just being
Discord.
Discord. So apparently the Shrine Maiden character also knows Kung Fu and is trying to kill us.
I imagine she doesn't know what she's doing. She's just waving around trying to do what she saw on TV.
Which would be hilarious considering this room is what, like 10 feet by 10 feet?
That is not that big of a room.
Oh my god, she doesn't have any teeth. We're gonna have to get you into surgery, Maya. You have no teeth.
You mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? There he is.
He's a robot who's a martial artist for some reason.
He's the most popular TV hero for young people.
And he is definitely not a Power Ranger.
Young Maya. Like how young Maya? 10 years old. Maya, you are...
You are a giant baby. Wait, we actually have to point this out to her? Or are we just doing this as a goof?
I'm doing this as a goof.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
That's 17. See, I'm a teen. Not like you, Nick. Who's presumably like... How old is Nick?
23?
I don't have a profile.
Oh, he just said 24. He just said it's right there. He's 24.
Miles.
Why is he the same age as Miles? Also, how is he 20? Why was he 24 when he has like 30 years of lawyering experience?
He doesn't have 30 years of lawyering experience.
He totally does.
His very first case as a lawyer was the tutorial case, Jeff.
No, not Miles Edgeworth's first case.
Oh, Miles Edgeworth? He became a lawyer at 20, so he has 4 years. Because they mentioned that he became a lawyer at 20.
That's because Phoenix Wright is a lazy asshole. He didn't go to... He went on a 2 years backpacking trip and didn't freaking get his life together.
Ask grade school kids what they wanted to be. Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days, says Phoenix.
You went to a normal school, Maya? I thought you lived on a mountain isolated from everybody else.
No, I think she was just talking about... I think she was talking about, like... they mentioned on TV that they pulled grade schoolers.
They did?
They must have, and that grade schoolers...
Damn you, Japanese television and your weird-ass news! No one needs to know this!
The one thing grade schoolers wanted to be was Silver Samurai. Or Steel Samurai.
Wait, you're watching TV on company time, Maya? Why did I hire you anyway?
That is a very valid case, which we had some clients.
How do you not have any clients,
A month has passed since my trial.
It's been a month and you have no clients? What the fuck are you doing?
His murder was the talk of the town for some time.
How do you not have any clients if that's true?
Law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month?
That makes no sense!
It'll be okay. I'm sure some big clients just around the
corner. We don't need big clients. We need just regular clients, Maya. Go get on the phone.
October 16th, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bedroom.
I don't want to look at his bedroom. Also, we're not even looking at it. We're looking at a black box.
Well, yeah, Carly, because there's no lights on in it.
Phoenix Wright lives in the void, apparently.
This is Phoenix. Nick.
I got a client!
It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested. Huh? You mean the guy on that show? Yes. They're saying he killed a villain.
Why would the actor murder somebody?
Isn't that what he's supposed to do?
Phoenix, get your shit
together.
Get your shit together,
no,
goddammit.
He actually did it in real life. He screwed a villain with his samurai spear.
How do you murder somebody with a prop? What?
I mean,
Phoenix, get your shit together. This is serious. Maya's actually being more serious than
be
Phoenix.
a little topical. Alec Baldwin managed to accidentally kill someone with a prop gun.
Well, that was also a gun. This is like a... I don't think they make spears out of, like, actual steel.
Fair.
It seems like a very bad idea.
Just come to the office quick, please, Nick.
Wait, you have the Steel Samurai in your office? How'd she manage that so fast?
He's probably in jail. Maya's here watching television.
Wait, you
Now
secured
for
the
morning
client
news.
already? Holy shit.
The actor Will Powers.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stop there. His name is Will Powers.
Oh, now I get it.
His name is Will Power.
That's more stupid than what I thought, but I guess.
Was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo.
We'd already
Let's
know
point out that
this.
Neo
They
means
said
new.
it 2 minutes ago.
Can I just point out that Neo means new and old means old, so he lives in New Old Tokyo, which means he just kind of lives in Tokyo.
Yeah, I think we all got the joke. It's so
He was arrested on
hilarious.
suspicion of murder. The victim was Jackhammer,
Wait, that's a
was
person's name?
Jackhammer.
What?
who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate.
Oh my god.
His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body.
It's almost like we're being framed for the crime.
Yeah. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further.
Is there a different cop on the job besides Gumshoe? Because if Gumshoe's on the job, we're probably gonna get arrested already.
This has to be a joke. No.
Phoenix,
it's
your
a
entire
nightmare.
life is a joke.
No, that was May, I think, saying it had to be a joke. Steel Samurai is over, the world is over.
Oh my god, my
Phone's
phone.
ringing.
I'm surprised by technology.
It's actually Mia's phone.
Mia, your phone is not your hand.
Apparently her cell phone is the company phone, because she answered her cell phone, which is up in the corner there, which was evidence in the last case.
Phoenix,
As,
you didn't get fucking phone numbers for your new business? Are you a fucking dumbass?
I mean, the last time we had phones in the office, they got tapped.
You couldn't have fucking picked up a business for dummies book at least? Maya couldn't have taken you to a library? I thought we already had our first case.
No.
What do you mean,
decided
idiot?
that this is their first case.
But Maya already decided what to do. Why are we asking her again?
Okay. I don't know.
What? Exactly. Why the fuck is Maya more on the ball than Phoenix? How the fuck does that make any sense?
Alright, let's
Wait,
go to this end.
that guy's still standing there?
Yeah, he's the guard. He's always there.
Damn, guy, are you working a 24-hour... What the fuck? Oh my god, it's a lion. Our client is the Cowardly Lion. I don't know, you met him! You already know who he is! How do you not know?
Power is our client, that's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely didn't murder at least once, maybe twice.
Maya!
Whoa, what are you saying?
Well, she's accusing you of multiple murders already. What the fuck is he holding is he holding a handkerchief already?
Yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to be. But you're very right in the fact that I personally get Cowardly Lion vibes from this guy at times.
Well, at least he's not another boob character. Also, he's crossed with our best friend because he looks exactly like him when he's sad. Seriously, he has the same sad face.
I mean, he has the same sad pose, but Butts has like super sparkly eyes and then like tear rivers like running down his face when he does the sad pose.
Well, fair enough. His eyes are half as big as Butts's. Wait, the kids don't realize who you are in real life? How did you
He says
manage
he always
that?
He always wears the mask so that people don't know what he looks like.
Yeah, you're a public figure, Will. It's surprising that this hasn't happened already. They might cancel your show, Will, or they're gonna throw your ass out. You should have been thrown out on the street already, to be honest. Well, let's start asking about what happened. Because we don't actually know what happened.
We know what it said on the news.
Yeah, but we don't actually know how that happened, so we need to get the deets.
Right. We need more details than what the news had.
Oh, definitely Global Studios. That's not the stupidest name ever. How would you even copyright Global Studios? Be like trying to copyright the name The. Oh, I should probably be paying attention. He was killed on set, but somehow we don't have any security to tell us what actually happened. Oh, expertly skewered, huh? Yeah, I can surmise that's what it is. Okay, what's Powers' his alibi? He has to have one. Wasn't he with the party people? The gathering?
Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. I worked through some action scenes until noon.
I crawled on the floor like a baby.
Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired.
I had a hangnail and I refused to go on.
I took a nap in my dressing. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for rehearsal.
Well, how late?
I hurried to the studio and found everybody looking shocked.
How late? You need to tell us.
Not that late, but yeah.
How could they arrest you if you were in a different location next to the murder? Oh, he was sleeping. That's why they accused him.
So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder. Some action.
Well, he's a person, Phoenix.
I think I should probably check out the scene.
Well, he's also a lion, which makes it extra. It makes it extra plausible he was sleeping. He's half lion.
It's true. What is it that lions sleep like a absurd amount of hours, don't they?
Well, they just do that in the zoos at least. God, why is she looking fierce like half the time?
Willing to bet $10.
Maya should be our hype woman, considering how driven she is. She's got the confidence of 3 of us.
Alright, let's ask about the Steel Samurai. Explain me just what the Steel Samurai is.
We don't need this information, though. It's not really relevant.
I don't know, it might have to do with the motive of the murder.
Why are we getting constantly dunked on by Maya?
Someone killed the villain using the hero's weapon. So it might have something to do with the show.
Maya, stop undercutting me, Jesus Christ. We're in front of the freaking client.
He walks the streets of Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrates.
There's no other crime in fake Tokyo? I mean, we're already in fake Tokyo now. This is just extra fake Tokyo.
I guess you did defeat him this time. I see. Old Tokyo, who comes up with these names?
Capcom! Exactly. Okay, let's examine his chest hair. No, you did. No, we were supposed to stay there and examine things.
We were just supposed to examine the person. When we hit examine, it takes the person off the screen. It's just the background image. So
well, then we'll stare at the guard and how suspicious he is. He's actually a scarecrow in disguise.
They make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome.
Well, you're... What the hell, old lady? With whip-topping hair. How are you a security guard? You're an 87-year-old woman. Phoenix could literally push you over and go inside. I mean, that's fair enough. We need to examine the crime scene because we're combination lawyers and detectives. Haven't you seen our badge? Throws the badge in her face.
You're reading all that? Because I don't get this. I don't get to press A to continue it. It just auto does it for when she goes on rants.
I think I got the gist of it at least. I mean, you can literally just say you have a job. Phoenix employs you for some reason. Wait, we're taking her seriously? I mean, we have to take her seriously. Well, let's talk our way out of this somehow. Will Powers? Explain why we're here? He's not a kid. He's like in his 30s or something.
Yeah, but this woman's... Actually, how old is he? 23. He's actually...
How the fuck is he 23? Holy shit.
Age question mark question mark.
She's like 87. It's not that hard to figure out. For some reason, she hasn't retired yet. He's not that bad looking. I mean, he's the hairiest man in the universe, but that's not that bad. Wait, why is she throwing him under the bus? Oh, she has information. Get her! Get the reason. She knows things. Also, she's somehow married. Haven't you outlived your husband by 30 years at this point, old bag? Well, let's go there. Which means it was somehow somebody in a Will Powers disguise trying to frame him. Because obviously Will Powers isn't lying to us. Okay, let's walk past her.
Let's ask her what the studio is.
What do you think she does, you fucking dipshit? She's obviously security.
Well, she meant, like, what do you do? Like, what does everybody do? Like, what's the company about? They make kids' dreams come true.
That's an even dumber question. What the hell?
It's really gone downhill, you know.
Oh, finally, something actually relevant.
That was stupid. Cameron was a big star back then, too, he was.
Do you mean he's actually 24 years old? He's been working since he's been 14?
I was gonna say, we don't have a thing for Jackhammer yet.
Well, because this is Capcom logic, that means everyone in every case somehow has had 10 jobs by the time they've been 23. That's how every character works.
Jackhammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero.
Which means that in comparison, this lady has had an infinite amount of jobs. She's had 1,000 jobs.
He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series.
He's also the smuggest human being.
There was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that, reduced to playing the villain on a children's film.
What's so bad about that?
What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts.
Why would they do that? That doesn't make sense. He's the main villain. He's like the other main character.
Well, clearly we'll have to find out what this incident was 5 years ago.
What, was he caught raping somebody? Is this just gonna get really dark out of nowhere?
I don't think this game is ever gonna have sex crimes in it, so no.
Okay, so no darkness.
I'd be absolutely floored if sex crimes came into play in the Phoenix Wright games. Now, given I don't know. I've only played the first one, and I haven't even played it to completion. So for all I know, in later games, maybe.
Ace Attorney is gonna get.
What I did, there's no sex crimes.
How is Maya crying? How did that happen?
Because they're talking about the sad story of Mr. Hammer, I guess.
Okay, let's walk past her.
Well, let's examine stuff.
No, let's just walk past her. Well, I guess we can look at that van.
Yeah, we don't have another place to go. So we
God
have to
damn it. Phoenix Wright, you're a baby.
It's like studio van.
No, I think that's actually a stalker's van. There's probably someone stalking the heroine actor already. Okay, so what's this billboard all about?
It's a map.
Let's stare at that computer. Maybe we could. Maybe we.
Here's the employee area. To the left is the actual film studios.
Maybe we could see what's on the computer from here.
Computer runs this.
Damn it! Phoenix doesn't have laser vision.
If the security lady's not here.
Again, just push the security lady over, and we can just go around her. Because what? She's like 80 pounds at best. Let's present our badge. Maybe that'll make something happen.
I'm pretty sure we have to go back to...
No, if we show her our badge, she'll finally respect us. That's all we need. I mean, that's pretty bad, to be honest. Maybe he has more to... Yeah, tell us about the security lady and how we can destroy her.
We can also ask about that thing the security lady mentioned with him walking by at 1:30.
Well, we already know his alibi. What else do we need to know? He walked to his trailer.
No, she's claiming he came from the trailer area towards the studios at a time where he claims he was sleeping.
Well, I don't know. Is his trailer off-site for some reason?
His trailer's in the employee area.
Okay, fine. I guess I didn't look at that map close enough.
When they were talking about the layout, the main gate's where we were. To the right of the main gate is the employee area. To the left is the studios. So the body was found in the studios. Powers said he was sleeping in his trailer area, in his dressing room or whatever, which is in the employee area.
Oh.
Meaning, in order to get from the employee area to the studios where the murder is, you have to walk past the main gate. And the security lady said she was there the entire time, and she claims she saw Powers walk by at 1:30.
Okay, but now he's got to tell us what her weakness is so that we can destroy her. Do we have to use the metal blades on her because this is a Capcom
Terrible.
game?
She called me suspicious looking.
You are suspicious looking. Look at yourself. Look at you. You look like a fucking spiritualist.
She is a spiritualist.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Why would she need to suck up? She's been on the employ for like 50 years. She's not like gonna get a higher role. She runs security. There's nothing higher than that. We don't need a letter. Just fucking have him tell you that you're gonna get him as a lawyer. You don't need a letter.
No. Well, we already said that to her, and she just didn't believe us. So we need.
Oh, we needed to prove it to the lady.
Yeah, we needed to prove it to the security guard.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because that's why we couldn't go further.
It's surprising that a Capcom game finally makes sense.
I mean, as you said, you have to think more in this game than you were. You said that yourself last episode, that you have to think more.
Well, I'm just comparing this to Resident Evil that's filled with fucking plot holes and shit, like in the second half. But this actually is logical and makes sense.
Yes, that's because the whole plot premise of this game is based on logic.
Yeah, but it's also doing all this goofy shit, like, and it's
wacky characters with wacky characters.
Why does he have a pipe on his tracksuit? What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
He has a pipe on his tracksuit. Something that no one's ever used.
Really said that you sleep in your...
What are you, a fucking fan of Sherlock Holmes or something? Oh, we're finally getting his alibi. His second alibi. Anyone can glue a bunch of hair to their head and pretend to be me. I mean, have you seen me? Look at me. Wait, did he just admit he has no experience? Oh, he was sleepwalking. That's the crux of the crime. He killed someone in his sleep.
So he claims he was sleeping still. He's sticking to his original.
Well, let's go defeat the old lady. Which means that you have to let us past, thereby the rules of lawyership. I literally told him I have no experience and he still retained me as a lawyer. I don't think he knows what he's doing either.
So we're not allowed to go to the employee area, just the studio.
God damn it, Gumshoe, you foiled us again. Fuck you! There's a map right there. We could just... Why would we need this map? This map has 3 rooms in it.
Well, so the main gates where we are is 4. The main gate, the employee area, Studio 1, and Studio 2.
Maya, this is the easiest map to remember. You didn't have to write it down. Wait. I thought we were in fake Japan. Why are they using American money?
Because they translated the game to English.
Okay, so I guess we're in fake Japan land in America.
We're in Japan, but they use American money.
Fucking
'Cause
fake
it's,
Japan, you really are. You really are a complete deception.
Alright, let's go outside Studio 1.
What the fuck is that? Hey, it's Gumshoe. I got acquitted of that crime, you dick.
It's not confused, detective.
I wouldn't call him confused. That's the wrong word for this. Why are there security cameras on the... There are security cameras on the premises and we still can't figure out this crime? What the fuck?
Hey pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's your fault. How dare you not be guilty of murder?
Well, he's probably convicted another 5 people while we've been gone. That was last month.
I'm sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window.
That's not even being depressed. That's being slightly sad. What is he doing that every day?
Oh,
Look at what you did. Look at what you did to Gumshoe. You fucking destroyed him.
Good job, Maya.
God damn it, Maya. You don't think. Like you said, you're a child in a woman's body somehow.
She's 17.
You know, she's pretty well put together. I mean, she's gonna get there pretty quick. I mean, it's not all your fault. You probably should stop trying to arrest people at lightning speed. That might help.
Yeah.
Maybe take 2 seconds to think about it. Maybe do your job as a detective who investigates things. That's not much of a character trait, Gumshoe. I think your character trait is more just being a fucking idiot.
Let's examine things first. So yes, let's examine the security camera. Hey, there's a security camera.
No, we have to examine that fucking weird-ass statue.
Take photos of people going to the studio.
Why would a camera take photos? It takes video. What the fuck? That's not how a camera works.
Well, no, there are cameras like that.
That's the stupidest security camera I've ever heard of.
It's a cheaper kind of security camera. That just takes photos. It's like a motion activated photo instead of
How cheap could that be? $5? What the hell?
My family has one.
Why can we examine the bench? What is that gonna do for us?
No, let's find out. I'm a little bush.
Phoenix, pay attention. Is Gumshoe just gonna be following us around while we're at the studio for some reason? Does Gumshoe not have anything better to do? Examine the statue. Its head is missing.
It's on the path to the left. Looks like a tree fell down. Yeah.
Did the tree kill the statue? Is that what happened?
I think the statue knocked over the tree.
Okay, I guess.
This is Studio 2 used to be, they tell
Does Gumshoe not... Does Gumshoe not have a car? Is that why he's constantly panting? Does it just run everywhere?
I could see it. I guess it's a monkey of some kind.
I guess being #1 detective in fake Tokyo land somehow doesn't pay well.
Like that. It's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2.
Man, this studio must be really falling on hard times to only have 2 buildings. It doesn't produce all that much.
Right, it's a small studio.
Poor Tokyo land doesn't get the money like the bigger cities.
Yeah, the tree, the head of the statue took down the tree, they said.
And I guess that's somehow gonna be relevant. Because why else would it be there? Or... Wait, did they say they started letting third parties record here?
Could have been. We know they're on hard times. There's a big welcome sign above the path.
I mean, that's actually relevant.
The studio's falling on tough times. They started letting people in on days they aren't filming.
Oh, okay.
So it's tourism.
Fair enough. Because who the hell wouldn't want to see the studio that has 2 studios and nothing else? Are we accusing Gumshoe of something?
No, she was saying Gumshoe could always quit, seeing as he knows so much about this place, he could always quit being a detective and work here.
Yeah, because that's gonna pay a lot better. Well, let's go investigate. Just jump the fence. It's not that tall. We're 2 people. You could get in at least.
Since they would
Maya, just get on my shoulders. Actually, just get on Gumshoe's shoulders.
Alright, let's talk to Gumshoe here.
Okay, let's talk. Maybe he's stupid enough to tell us what he's been investigating. Fuck! Gumshoe isn't that dumb anymore. Wait, his evidence?
He's at the autopsy report.
Why are you constantly handing us copies of your autopsy reports?
Because we need to know the autopsy.
Can you guarantee that this one is actually correct?
I'm a death. Yeah, he just apologized for giving us the outdated one.
Well, that doesn't mean that this one is any more accurate.
Well, so I want to point out, I personally believe the first time wasn't Gumshoe's fault. Because what happened was Gumshoe gave us the one that at the time he gave us was the correct and most updated one. What happened is fucking Edgeworth came in and was like, okay, do another autopsy, and then the morning of the trial got the updated one and didn't have that get sent to us. So he intentionally had like a new autopsy drawn up after the fact so that he would have something up on us. 10:15 at 2:30.
Sorry, I was looking at a text message.
No, you're good. So time of death was
10:15, 2:30.
Yeah, 2:30 on October 15th. Cause of death: pierced through the chest by a spear.
So about an hour and a half after the security lady, old bag, saw that guy.
Yeah.
Because he was there, and I arrest anyone who was there.
Well, the murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio, according to the autopsy report. The time of death was 2:30.
Why is Gumshoe just constantly staring at the sky?
I assume he's staring at us.
Well, he's staring at us now.
So no one else apparently went there other than
Mr. Lion.
Yeah. Of course.
It was either he was sleepwalking or someone's trying to frame him for the crime for some reason. I don't know. Maybe the magistrate killed himself to get revenge on Will because he has a better job than he does. Which doesn't make any fucking sense. Well, she's nicer to the 30-somethings.
I'll say that specific thing you thought of doesn't make sense, but do keep that in mind sometimes in these trials, because while I haven't necessarily came across it in this game, in other logic-based murder-solving games, there is sometimes where a murder is actually a suicide, and they play in the trick is you have to figure out that it's a suicide.
It doesn't seem really worth doing the suicide for how he got shafted by his boss.
Not for this one. This one, I don't feel like there's any evidence to support suicide.
I'll figure out what types of conclusions this game likes to go with.
So apparently, the security lady gave Gumshoe a piece of decisive evidence. Well, or photo. Photo of the steel samurai heading towards the scene of the crime.
Wait, you have a freaking photo of the suspect? I mean, it's outside Studio 1. That doesn't really tell us much about what... It doesn't really tell us all that much. It's not exactly the security camera, like, outside the building itself. Wait, did he finally unlock Studio 1 for us?
No, he didn't. Well, maybe he did.
Because he said we could go wherever we want.
Might have.
Okay, let's push past Gumshoe.
No, I don't think we have the key yet, but I think he gave us free pass to look around, so I think we have to get the pass from Old Bag.
Yeah, because Old Bag respects Gumshoe.
That's all the cops like their donuts.
Sure. Her teeth look fine. What the fuck are you talking about?
I think it's just a joke that she's old.
Seems like Phoenix takes everything seriously. I don't think he's all that much for joking around. Let's ask about the photo. Yeah, we saw that already. We walked past you. Let's ask about the camera. It's the worst camera ever. What do you mean, apparently? They don't timestamp the photos?
I mean, they are timestamped. She just doesn't pay attention to the timestamps, she says.
Then why did you say they apparently do that if you view the photos? Lady, why are you so confusing?
Can we get the look at the computer yet? Nope.
We probably should stop trying to do that before she kills us. Yeah, because, you know, after actors, you know, great actors get into an accident, they lose every single job and can't get another job anywhere else. Because that's a thing that ever happens. That's definitely a thing that happens.
It has happened. Depends on what the accident is, though.
Barely. I mean, what did he do? Like, I accidentally burned down half the studio that he worked at? I don't think that would prevent him from getting another acting job, though. How would she have done the crime? She's in her late 80s.
Anyway, we can go to the employee area.
Finally. Man, that was a roundabout way of doing things. Apparently Will Powers isn't exactly a big actor because he couldn't get a nameplate. They put his name on a piece of paper.
It's a small studio, so I feel like they're not super famous.
They couldn't afford a $20 nameplate. It's not that expensive. It's not like buying a plaque. Just put a goofy star on it. It'll make him feel better.
What should we examine?
Let's examine that background. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure a 12-year-old didn't kill him. Because, you know, 12-year-olds can't spear people with steel.
No, but they could have saw something.
Well, we're gonna have to go find another suspect. Maybe one's hiding in a trash can. Well, yeah, but, you know, hills suck. I guess no one bothered to clean up after the murder.
Everybody was probably too shocked to clean up.
Sure, why not? How is that relevant to fucking anything, Phoenix? Yeah, but she's 17, which means she has to have 7 meals a day.
Doesn't mean she has a good metabolism, though.
That's how teenagers work. Examine the trash can. There's probably a kid in the trash can. Why would they give themed snacks to the actors? What? How would this...
Look, Samurai Soda.
How would this studio that can't afford to even have fucking janitors have its own themed soda? Well, let's get in there, because there's apparently nothing of use out here. You can't just take things from the crime scene, Maya. You can't take the murder weapon! Fucking goddamn it. Maya, stop being a fruit. Fruit head. Well, he doesn't share his trailer with anybody, so duh. Okay, what about that wig? Why does he have a wig? Boogie Woogie?
He used it in Samurai Boogie Woogie.
Have you seen his hair? How the fuck would he wear that wig? He'd probably have to shave his head. I've actually watched 700 samurai movies. I know them all. Does that corroborate?
So now she has a separate stomach for steaks and a separate stomach for sweets.
That's technically true of most people, Phoenix.
I only have a second stomach for ice cream. That's
That
the only
too.
food I can eat no matter how full I am.
But anyway, doesn't the tea corroborate his story because Will Powers was going on about that during his alibi?
Hmm?
Wasn't he say he was having tea around the time he was sleeping?
I think before that. I think he had tea then went to sleep.
I mean, that doesn't prove anything, Phoenix. Let's find some relevant information.
We're working on it.
Are we allowed to just open anything we want? Or is Maya just going ahead and doing whatever she wants?
We found the employee card key to Studio 1.
Well, if the employee card is here, how the fuck did he get into Studio 1?
Gonna have the victim open it for him.
If he needs it to grant entry, then how did he kill him and get it back here?
Could have had the,
where else could we go? Can we be like, hey, we stole this guy's card key, can we go...
This game's dumb in the sense that we have to...
Give him the card key?
Oh, okay, no. I'm trying to remember, because we have to... Oh, maybe I have to examine the door. I have to examine the door, that's what it is. Use it. Yeah, okay, we had to do that. Now we can go. The thing I think is annoying about this game is we have to go... So rooms are... in order to get to the employee area, I have to go back to the main gate, then go travel, then pick an employee area. Right?
Yeah, not everything is just connected from the start, so you have to do everything in this roundabout fashion.
Yep. So, for example, from here, if we wanted to go back to the dressing room, we'd have to go here to where Gumshoes is, then from where Gumshoes is to where the security lady is, then from the security area to the employee area, then the employee area to the dressing room.
Apparently, Gumshoe is the best chalk outline artist in the business, because look at that. That is the best outline ever. He also did it with tape. That's amazing.
I know, right? To get all those curves with tape sounds like a pain in the ass.
Especially that helmet. Look at how many points are on it.
Right.
Gumshoe is a great artist, and he wastes all the tape. There's a lot of no blood here for, you know, him being viciously murdered. Maybe that'll play into the fact. Maybe he's not actually dead. Maybe he only faked being... Who the fuck is this bitch? Is this the camera lady? I don't really care about my job. I just do everything here.
I mean, yeah, she's kind of just a general assistant.
I don't care. I'm just working my way through college. Why are you calling him WP? It's a very weird way of calling him. Yeah, I would imagine not everybody wants to be a murder fucking investigator. Well, let's start getting her for information.
I want to finish examining things.
But I want to talk to her. Maybe she'll have information that ties into our examination, and then we don't have to ask things twice. Maya, will you stop fucking around and touching everything? You don't need to touch everything. What the... That's not a cultural assumption, that's just what the tool is called. Why did the game ding at us for that? That doesn't even mean anything. It's just literally a
Ding.
chair.
The ding sound is Maya being surprised.
So, was there anything relevant in this room?
So I'm checking, I don't remember.
Did she say she wants to be a director? Okay, day of the crime. What do you know, Penny Penny? So you were in this building the whole day, but somehow you still didn't see the murder.
She was in the studio the whole day, that doesn't mean... Or she was on the property the whole day, doesn't mean...
Wait, you're a tiny person. That means you got the grate out of the wall, snuck into the back, and you murdered him for no reason.
Why would she... First of all, once again,
You're the only person in this case who's small enough to fill in that hole.
So far, yeah, probably.
They can only afford one assistant and they pay her minimum wage. Why was the security officer watching the fight choreography?
Because she's a big fan of Will Powers. Or not Will Powers, she's a big fan of Jack Hammer. That's what it is.
And Jack Hammer killed Will Powers that day. Which is why Will Powers killed him back, in revenge for making him embarrassed. Okay, so she can corroborate half of his alibi. So when were they having lunch? Like noon? Did she give us a time to work with?
They have lunch right before... Yeah, it was about noon, I think.
Okay, let's start scribbling down our timeline. Is Phoenix smart enough to do that? Is he getting this information down in his little notebook?
I mean, typically a bunch of things are time-stamped in, like, the criminal record, so, like, we have the time of death, and then eventually we'll have other things that bring up the time.
Phoenix, you better be getting your notes down, because I'm not writing this down. I'm pretty sure you're not going to be going out with Penny anytime soon, Phoenix.
No, he was asking her... He was asking her if she went into his dressing room while he was, like, and saw him sleeping or anything. And she's like, what kind of girl do you think I am going in?
Ah, frickin' Discord.
That she can't, she can't confirm the alibi.
Well, she can confirm half of it, but not the important part.
She can confirm that he went in there, but yeah, she can't confirm that he stayed in there.
Maya, stop giving up, okay? Obviously, Will Powers is not the actual person who did it. Not really. Oh my god, she actually has something relevant to say. What do you mean you... What? Okay. Okay, so on top of the tourists, they actually have third-party companies filming on their studios?
No, she's claiming someone snuck in.
Well, yeah, but she said that she knows it was an action scene, so it was on the schedule.
No, she was saying that the only thing scheduled was the action scene that was between Powers and Hammer. So that there was very limited actual studio people here. So it couldn't have been another studio employee, because the only studio employees who were here that day were, like, the ones we know of. She thinks there was another outsider that got in. There was an outsider that got in here. Someone who wasn't supposed to be here.
I mean, I guess, but that doesn't conclusively prove that nobody else showed up.
Oh, but it means maybe we could look into it and then see if we could find the proof that someone else was here.
Well, let's go find all the security cameras, because that's kind of the only relevant thing we've got to work with. I mean, it's a good start for a witness testimony. Fucking write her down. Get her contact info, Phoenix. Let's go, I guess, try and find... Let's...
Nothing need to talk to him about.
We're gonna have to go examine things or something. There's gotta be something else we can go see. Maybe, yeah, let's talk to her. She might know something.
So anytime it does, like, the date thing again, it means there's something new that's just about to happen. But you're still here, really.
Should you know that we're still here?
Means there's probably something new. Yeah, assistance claim, okay.
I mean, if you were at the action scene run-through, then someone could have snuck past you, because I don't think this place has more than one security guard. How can you be sure of that if you weren't even here to confirm it?
No, she was here at the main gate at 1.
Oh yeah, but when did the action scene happen? When you were there instead of here?
The action scene was earlier in the morning.
God damn it. So either she's lying to us or she fell asleep.
Well, no, so she came here at 1, Will went to sleep at 1.
Yes.
And then at, like, what was it, 1:30 or 2, the Silver Samurai, apparently, like, she claims she saw him walk by. She claims she saw Powers walk by.
From the employee area to the studio.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, so we brought up to her that, we have a witness that claims that they think someone else might have been here. And we're asking if she knows anything, and then she went off like, who dares question me?
Why are you yelling at me about that when Maya's questioning you? Lady, we just need a fucking answer. Oh, she left, okay. Let's go look at her computer then. There's something probably in her office to look at. Touchy, touchy, touchy. What's that noise?
A bird. It's making bird sounds from the tree.
I thought it was like a fucked up, confused sound, and I was like, "Who? Did someone faint?"
No, it's just birds. Just ambient bird noises.
Wait, you don't know how to use a computer? I thought your sister was the one who was bad with computers.
I mean, so is she, I guess. You know, spiritualist living in the mountains and whatnot.
Yeah, but she knows how her cell phone works. ST1307?
He was 307?
Yes.
Alright, there's our photo of the photo that proves Will Powers when murdered him.
Well, of course that doesn't prove fucking anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's the costume, not the person.
Why is his legs dragging on the floor? What the fuck is that going on with?
Yeah, that's a good question. We'll have to figure that out.
Well, Will Powers is like 6.5 feet tall, so that means that someone really short got into his costume. But that could be literally anybody. Everyone's shorter than that guy.
It's also the second photo.
Well, look at it, Phoenix. You can see it. You're looking at that day.
Yeah, well, no, it says this is the only photo that the computer claims there is, but so it's labeled as photo 2, meaning photo 1 might have gotten deleted.
So Old Bag deleted the evidence we needed because she's working with the murderer?
I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. We have to figure out where photo number 1 is.
I don't know who she'd want to cover for because none of the characters really make all that much sense. She'd want to cover for Jackhammer, but Jackhammer's dead. So that doesn't make sense. Or maybe he's just doing common sense things, Maya? I mean... Have you never done this? Well, you've never done this before. Yeah, it'd almost be like, hey, can you do my job for me and figure out who this person is? I'm just gonna sit here and complain about how hard my job is in investigating things. Well, we got a third of the second chapter done. Oh, wait, we're already doing the court case?
We're doing the first day of court now.
Oh, yeah, because it's in 3. Why are we always against Edgeworth? What the fuck?
In this trial, we're against Edgeworth again. We're not always against Edgeworth.
There should be another prosecutor, okay? We need to get an easier, like, opponent. Give us a mulligan for once. Let me guess, he has really vague evidence, and he's just gonna be like... He's just gonna say what Gumshoe said happens. I mean, I guess it's opening statement, so he doesn't have to prove all that much right now. Wait, we don't get an opening statement?
Apparently not.
Boo. It's not fair.
Alright, it's Gumshoe again.
Well, Gumshoe is the only detective and cop. The guide map that has a whole 4 rooms in it.
To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio. See? Here is the employee area.
I mean, sure, but...
Actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. The main gate...
Wait, they didn't do the run-through outside, they did it on the studio.
No, they did it in the employee area. When the security lady that works the studio was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, here's the gate.
Yes, the only gate.
And then here
it's not like the studios have gates in between them two.
On the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were here in the employee area until noon. After lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. I don't know if he's gonna say it, so I'm just gonna say it real quick. Old Bag, the security lady, went to the main gate at that time. Oh, okay, yep. Right after that, at 1, the security lady got to the guard station. Jin jumped ahead later to that day at 5. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform the rehearsal. Needless to say, when the rehearsal was canceled because they found the body.
Isn't Studio 2 gonna come into play at any point during this case? Seems kind of weird it'd be included if it's not relevant.
Well, I mean, yes. It's definitely going to, just not in the first day of court.
We probably should have went down there and looked for clues.
We couldn't. The path was blocked by the tree that fell.
The tree that wasn't even on the path at all.
It was on the path.
It was barely on the path, and it's a fucking tree. Just walk around it.
Yeah, in theory, yes, I will state in theory, in real life, you could walk through onto the grass and around the goddamn tree. But for whatever reason, this game is like, no.
Is Phoenix Wright just a fucking big little baby man who can't think laterally?
Did I listen to the whole thing again?
Nah, skip it. We got the whole gist of it. It's just a timeline we know about already.
Yeah. It's just getting you that so that if you miss something or if you're like, wait, what? You can go back. It's just that option.
Yeah, but aren't we going to examine his testimony anyway in detail when we're trying to poke holes in it?
Not necessarily that one, but Samurai Spear is that it's a court case. The spear is found stuck in the conclusions. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question, and that question is, what did the security guard at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand.
But
so Gumshoe was only there to, like, kind of establish the timeline for us.
He doesn't have any more information besides that?
Well, in the murder weapon. He brought up the murder weapon was the spear.
Okay.
Will the witness declare her name? There you handsome.
Can we get to the point, lady?
See, Edgeworth also wants to get to the point.
I mean, I know Edgeworth is handsome, but get over yourself. We need it for the...
Phoenix pointed out a crucial point of information, and by that, not crucial, but kind of just funny. In both cases now, Edgeworth has had difficulty getting people to say their name. Anyway,
Well,
her name is Wendy Oldbig.
Sure. Oh, fucking
get it?
god damn it. Frickin'
Windy, she's a Windy Oldbig.
Capcom!
Her name is Wendy Oldbig.
Ugh.
Here she goes.
What does she have, like 16 kids? That's not, you can't object to that, it's just a fucking story.
I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objections sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
Sure. Yes, because we definitely need to know about your kid who's in junior high who plays chess. Okay, so what can we ask about? Can we ask about...
Now the witness is stationed at the main gate on the day of the...
Yes, say? What does that mean?
Yes, sir.
Yes, say. It's a very weird turn of phrase.
Pretty sure she said yes, sir, but you know.
That was Y-E-S-S-E-Y.
Then maybe it was a slurred version of yes, sir.
Well, she's not
Alright,
drunk.
here's the actual testimony that we'll be able to do shit to.
Okay, finally.
Okay, on the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m.
Yes.
Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run through there since the morning.
Okay, so she has a connection to Jack Hammer.
Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now the murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there.
Well, he was in costume, so we can't even prove that that was him. Actually, that's the first thing we should do. Throw the photo in her face. Be like, hey, we saw this guy in a costume. We didn't see the actual guy. Throw the photo. We're objecting already. Oh my god, it was a costume! The costume killed him!
None other than Steel Samurai Defender Nino Toka.
Yeah, didn't your mom ever teach you to watch the Steel Samurai show?
Where's his fist? Because he apparently didn't know.
Did you not prep your witness at all? Did you just show up today? Edgeworth, did you not prep this case at all?
That doesn't mean Mr. I mean, he probably did, but he had insufficient evidence to know that
It seems like
she
he...
saw the Silver Samurai and not seeing Powers.
It seems to me like the only thing he knows is what Gumshoe told him, and that's it.
And what Old Big probably told him, which is the same stuff Gumshoe would have told him.
Well, just call her Wendy, or Grandma. She said both those things. Okay, let's just reestablish the thing we already know 3 times. Let's just keep this going.
No, he said, of course I have proof that it's Powers. Surprising everyone, including Edgeworth, who doesn't
Well,
really
Edgeworth
know
knows literally nothing for some reason.
He wasn't informed well enough.
He doesn't seem like he was informed of fucking anything. This is a fucking murder case! What the fuck are you thinking?
He told me this. So she claims So apparently Edgeworth just was not filled in because she claims that she showed the photo to Gumshoe. Gumshoe told her, "This isn't any good as evidence." He didn't even give it a second look.
Okay. So Gumshoe's an idiot. He didn't bother writing that down in his notebook.
Never say anything I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through
So what you saw?
of the action, I saw Powers trip and fall.
Oh, so he had a limp. And also broke his spear, apparently.
Broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at this picture. You can see his dragging his leg. See, clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
He's not, but he's double limping. He's not one limping. Also, the pants on that costume don't make sense for that story. But how can we prove that?
We have to press now. We have to find more hidden information here that she's not saying. Never say anything I don't mean, mind you. The morning during the run through the action scene, I saw a trip and fall. Broke one of the props.
Maybe press her on the trip and fall. Maybe we get some more information on what actually happened.
Because she's being vague about which prop broke. He did. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear had a murder weapon.
They probably have more than one spear.
It strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down.
It's not significant. They have more than one spear. They have to. They can't be that dumb. Yeah, it looks like he's limping with both legs somehow. I say we still press her on the details of when he broke his leg. Because we don't really know the details of that. Really? I don't know what else to press her on.
I don't know, I'm just gonna start pressing things to see where we can get it.
Okay, so she can sort of corroborate the nap thing. Well, let's get another witness.
So where's the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though.
Well, that probably means it's in Studio 2.
Anyway, that's not important, says Edgeworth.
Edgeworth, you...
Finding the damn costume is probably important.
Edgeworth, you fucking dipshit. Of course it's important. You have 4 years of experience doing this.
And it's clear that the person in the Steel Samurai...
No, it isn't. Not at all.
Are you sure? Really?
Why is the judge agreeing with that? Object to that. The judge is being an idiot. This isn't reasonable doubt. You're not even close to the line, Edgeworth.
And to the point, I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have that to consider that possibility also, says the judge.
Is the judge the one who... Well, I guess at the end...
Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
Is this a jury? Is this a jury trial, or does the judge just hand down the sentences?
Judge decides. There is no jury in this game. So
that means there's no reasonable doubt. So then nothing about this matters.
The time of poor Hammer's death was dirty true. The only person I saw to the studio before that was Will Bars.
So she's sticking to that story.
If they had, I would have seen them.
We're gonna have to dig up this costume, because that's the only thing that's gonna reveal who it actually was. See, the judge is on the ball, for once. We're still cross-examining her?
Yeah, we were cross-examining the new things she said. It's the only person that saw... The only person I saw go to the studio that was powers.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. What can we object to her on or even press her on?
I think we press on this to find... Are you sure? Witnesses answer the question. Anyone going to the studio had to pass by the witness.
Edgy boy. Okay. I wouldn't expect Maya to say that, ever. Also, why does she look super tired? Is she gonna get possessed by Mia again while we're not looking? Which means that Penny did it, because she's the least suspicious looking person. I mean, I guess someone could have snuck into the place. Throw the card key at her?
No, I think I throw the photo number 2 at her. I just don't know what phrase to throw it at.
Well, we're gonna have to figure it out, otherwise we're gonna lose all our life.
Oh, we haven't lost any life from now.
Well, I guess that gives us 3 chances to get this right.
No one else went there. I think that's...
Oh, you got it, because all the music stopped. Oh, does the photo say it's the second photo on the back of itself?
It does. Yep, it says on the back.
Okay, we got her. We got that she's lying. And we stole this photo from your computer, but don't arrest us for that, pretty please. Phoenix Wright, you gotta stop stealing things from people's places. You're eventually gonna go to the big house for that. I mean, that proves she deleted evidence, but that's all we can prove.
Would this photo be photo 1 if it really was the only photo?
The public really gets into these cases. They're paying more attention than I am.
I mean, if they were as dramatic as... If cases in real life are as dramatic as the Phoenix Wright cases, where they're constantly yelling objection...
Well, yeah, obviously in real life they're just boring as hell.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the crowds would get excited too. Not 1, but 2 people into the studio that day. Yeah, there is only data for...
You could probably get a season pass to these court cases, considering they always go over the period of 3 days.
Only someone with access, the security leader herself. Not your mouth works, Stanford. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
Yeah, but we just proved you were lying, so you're gonna have to come up with an alibi for your lie. I mean, that also means that Will Powers could have just gone by the camera twice. Really? That's what you're going for?
Oh, edgy boy, help.
What do you... Why is Edgeworth the most confused? I mean, I get he's not been informed on anything, but does he not have common sense today?
That's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess.
I have photo 1 in my purse.
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
So the only proof we have of photo 1 is her testimony, which is not going to be helping us. Because we're not going to be able to get the actual photo itself.
Mm-hmm.
Which means we're kind of fucked.
I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see.
But you did that before the day was over and not afterwards? Edgeworth, this is the first time you've heard of literally everything in this case.
Yeah, it sounds like he was not given a lot of material for this case. He was basically told, this old lady can prove without a doubt that it was him, she saw him, that's all you need.
Yeah, it's almost like you should stop trusting Gumshoe. I mean, I get Gumshoe is the only cop in this entire city, but still. What do you mean you kind of expected this?
Alright, let's find out who this other person is by pressing for more information, shall we?
Isn't she just gonna...
I have one other important job. I go through the photos recorded on the security system, check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious.
Press her on the suspicious looking. Press her on that.
Now I remember throwing out one photo. Here we press so that we get details on what that might mean.
A tourist. He did it. Yeah, you know those fans of things? They're all exclusively giant weirdos.
One was there that day. Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those are your words. Well, you must know there's a drain that goes into the employee area.
And no one's bothered to fix
The
that?
gate has been loose for a while. It leaks outside.
Well, it leads outside.
And well, that's where they come in. They come through the drain. I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Yeah, we get it. It's either a tiny adult or a child.
That was a race. It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
Well,
what?
Well, he definitely didn't murder him.
No, but he could be an important witness, so we need to fucking find this kid.
Which means he's hiding in Studio 2 or a bush.
You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studio that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg, the other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Ah, yes. Oh, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
What do you mean you can't catch him? Are you not even trying?
It would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Possible, I think it's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much money.
Yeah, it's almost like we make our props out of actual steel for some fucking reason. That's why we have to exercise with them, because we're the dumbest studio ever built. They're not trying to unsuspect him, they're making this all dramatic.
By claiming he's not strong, he's probably not strong enough to carry the spears on suspecting him.
Well, we're gonna have to go find him anyway.
It's fair. I think it's important to point out the fact that he's a witness, is what I'd argue, is that if a kid was headed in the direction of the murder on the day of the murder, he might have witnessed something important, and it should be important to find him.
Well, let's say fuck this case, play some hooky, and go to the goddamn studio.
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping on us. So who is the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
Well, it's obviously not the 3rd grader. Wait, the Steel Samurai costume was in your dressing room? You must be a deep fucking sleeper for someone to sneak into your trailer, steal your costume, put it on, and then go murder somebody.
Right? Or, well, yeah. Yeah. Doesn't look good.
I think the only person who could have done this is Penny, because she's probably the only person who's, like, tall enough to be that short in his costume. It can't be Hammer, because Hammer's dead. And I don't think Old Bag could do it either, because I don't think she could be both places at the same time. And also, we're out of characters at that point.
Yeah.
Show him the photo. Maybe he can tell us what's going on.
Can't right now. But anyway,
Damn
2
it.
o'clock, 2:30 is all I want to say. We'll keep going. It'll take them so long to shut down.
Yeah, but that happened, like, within, what, like, I don't know, a half mile from the camera to the studio where he was murdered?
I don't know if it's a half mile, but yeah.
You have plenty of time to kill the guy and be in the other place in a half hour. That means we have to go... Wait, we're going back into court?
Well, yeah, it was just a 5-minute recess.
I thought they were just gonna finally let us go to the second day of investigating.
No.
What else is there to learn from the court part of this
The other
case?
person who went to was a boy roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not... Someone else who could have committed the crime. I call for the verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Really Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts. The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claims. There is another person who have committed the crime.
Edgeworth literally just said that he's trying to get a guilty verdict on soft evidence.
Let us hear who you have in mind.
I still think it was...
While the evidence is soft, it's literally no one else. It's his argument.
I still think it's probably Penny at this point, because I have no one better to point fingers at.
Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough.
The stakes
So
aren't
who's
that
the person,
high.
other than Mr. Powers, who could...
The assistant. I mean, I have no way to back this up, but like I said, I have no better guesses. He was dragging his foot because he's too short to be in the costume. If it really was... If it really
we
was...
didn't know about Powers' ankle, so we have to accuse someone who knows about Powers' ankle.
Wait, why?
Because he's dragging his foot.
He's not dragging his foot. If he was in the costume, then his sleeves wouldn't be dragging on the ground.
Well, so... The idea here is that he's dragging that hind foot, but yes, I will state that the pants are too long.
I mean, I guess that might be... I still think that the reason he looks like that is because his fucking legs are too short for the costume, not that he's dragging his foot.
His argument was in the photo, you can see that he's dragging his foot, and Penny, the assistant, did not know that he injured his foot, so why would she fake the limp?
I still don't think it's a limp.
Damn it. The game says it's a limp. We have to go with it's a limp, even if you don't think you see it in the photo.
Wait, we get another chance?
Well, yeah, we have. So it took 2 hits away from our bar. So the blinking red is what we'll lose if we get it wrong.
I mean,
all the way to 0.
I guess the only other one that makes sense is the security lady because she knew. But that's completely unbelievable because the timeline doesn't make any fucking sense.
What? No, it could have. At 1, she claims to have been at the security station at 1. She claims to have not left the security station from 1 to 5.
Yes.
She claims to have saw the Steel Samurai here walk past.
Uh-huh.
But if she's lying, what would have happened is she would have gone to, got the costume, put it on, walked past the camera in the costume, and then went to, you know, whatever. And so she would just be lying about being at the gate the whole time. So it's possible, it fits with the timeline. We'll have to see if it's correct, but it does still fit with the timeline.
Yeah, I still think it's pretty iffy. It seems like she'd be in way too many places near the same time.
Well, no, because we don't have any witnesses saying that she was there. It's just her saying she was there. She claims to be at the station, at the guard station, at 1. This photo was taken at 2. So all she has to do is lie about that, go get the costume, put it on, by 2 o'clock walk past that camera. So it still fits within the timeline.
Well, we're still gonna...
She was the only person that knew about the injury and blah 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 blah.
Well, it doesn't matter if I believe if it's true or not because it's the only option we've got that makes sense.
Yep, I'm just trying to argue that it does fit within the timeline. I'm not saying it's correct or if it's wrong.
Well, I still think it's iffy.
It is iffy. I will state that it's iffy. It's just the only other thing that works, right? This entire bit right now is working on very loose evidence all around. Like, it's very iffy to even say it was Will Powers.
Well, it can't have been Will Powers because Will Powers fits his costume.
That's fair.
It's not like him breaking his leg made him 6 inches shorter. I guess her motive might be she's trying to frame Will Powers for the murder as revenge for Hammer, who she liked.
Well,
so I guess she has a...
That means she would have killed Hammer, though.
Oh, yeah. That motive doesn't make sense.
So right now, we have no idea what the motive is. We just know that if she was the one to murder, she would have acted like Will Powers. She would have acted like she had the injured leg going past the camera and wore the costume as a hopes to frame Powers.
So that means that someone pre-planned this murder, but why?
But yeah.
That means that Edgeworth is doing a fucking terrible job. You don't need another move. Aren't we done here?
What are we doing? Are we gonna press further into Granny to see if she slips up and says something, or are we gonna give her a break?
Actually, yeah, let's press her further. She might break, since we've revealed a possibility.
Yeah, what we're essentially saying is that she's an also potential suspect, and that she has basically just as much evidence going for her than we have for Will.
Okay, let's impale her on our hair spikes and cast down on her that way.
Her now with that. See if she slips.
She's a soft witness. We can fucking destroy her.
And then she claims to not have a motive, but we point out that Powers also doesn't have a motive.
But that doesn't help our case.
I mean, it was, well, she claimed that she didn't have a motive. Like, she just yelled that at Phoenix, and then Phoenix said back to her, well, Will doesn't have a motive either.
Well, I
guess the point here is we're making it so that there's just an equal chance that it was her to Will.
Yeah, we're not trying to prove that she's guilty. We're trying to prove that Will is innocent right now.
Yep.
She's trying to push it off on the 10-year-old? That is a really dumb lie, old bag. Because he's 10! That's literally the only evidence we need. We don't even need to know who this kid is to prove that he couldn't have done it. Show him the spear? It's literally 8 feet tall.
Well, so we have a photo of a kid, and then we have a photo of the person in the costume. So the kid didn't go get the costume, because we have the photo of the kid. So the argument here is the person in the costume has the spear in the photo, thus the kid couldn't have had it.
But we don't have a photo of the kid. We don't even know who the kid is.
Right, but the point is she's trying to push it off on the kid. We're saying it couldn't have been the kid because the person in the costume has the spear, and the spear was the murder weapon.
Again, there's probably more than one fucking spear. I still don't know why anyone has pointed that out. Something old bag?
Wendy Oldbig, but yeah, you forgot her name.
Sure.
So anyway, now they're gonna be looking into Wendy Oldbig, and oh, they were gonna adjourn court. Now she's yelling something. I'm not gonna just sit here while you run off barking. I'm talking.
I don't think you're allowed to do that
Great,
in court.
stop presses. The Windbig wants to talk.
Why is Maya just completely exhausted?
This woman's kind of obnoxious.
She hasn't even done anything. Maya's just been sitting there.
So she claims there was something she was told not to talk about. Something that, once again, Edgeworth doesn't know.
What?
You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk. So there's something she's hiding, and now she's like, well, if suspicion's on me, I'm not gonna hide it anymore.
So the bosses at the studio were trying to cover up the murder.
The studio wanted me to keep quiet about something.
Fair
there
enough.
were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder.
Well
Suddenly our list of
done.
suspects gets bigger. They said
Great.
they had nothing to do with it. So
Which
they told
proves
me to
absolutely
just
nothing.
pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day.
You think there was
Going to
only
be
2 photos that day,
I'm
but
not
there was
letting
actually
them-
26 of them. Ha! And I deleted
not
all of
letting
them.
Get away scot-free.
We don't even know who told her. She just said the company did, which could be like
Right.
7 people.
Right, so, but essentially all she's saying is that there's more people to look at than just her and Powers. Because right now we have it labeled that the only 2 people that are supposedly were there who could have done it is Powers and her. And she's claiming, hold on, I was told to keep quiet about this, but if I'm going under the bus and potentially a suspect, I'm making sure these people don't get away because they're also potentially suspects. There were more people there.
Judge, she literally just said why she kept her mouth shut.
Right? Witness the power of the old pig.
Witness the power of her losing her job over this.
Alright.
I mean, she should have retired 20 years ago, fair enough.
Quiet about something, there were some other people.
Yeah, let's
to find
press
out
on the
who those
obvious
people
thing.
are. Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. So 2 more people for starters.
Only 2?
For starters, she said. We should have known something was fishy.
Edgeworth, you didn't even have enough information to get to that point.
Your action scene without a director. Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no
Really?
one asked.
I'm pretty sure Phoenix must have asked you indirectly at least 4 times about that information.
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that. Where?
In Studio 2.
2 trailer. Studio 2.
Because there's no other place they could have had this meeting and not have been discovered.
Here it is. Go through the gate all the way to the left. Path where the monkey's head was falling over.
Again, that tree is not even covering up half the path. It's on the side of it. We've had enough questions asked about this fishy shit. Like 3 cross-examines ago. We should have just went back already. They don't really have to give you a bonus. They just have to threaten to fire you. Which again, in your case, isn't actually a threat because you're 84.
Forced retirement, yo.
It's not forced retirement. She should have just retired a long time ago. Why the fuck do you want to be working into your mid-80s?
And more information about these other people who have just been told of.
Oh, Edgeworth is finally going to do his job? That's amazing.
Since the day's proceedings.
It's almost like he should have done that yesterday instead of getting really drunk. I wouldn't be surprised if Edgeworth is drunk off his ass right now. At least that would make some sort of sense of how he's been slipping so badly.
He did slip really bad on this case.
Maya was exhausted during the trial and now she's sad. Or very emotional.
Yeah, I wish I had a button to,
We shouldn't save.
a lot of these games,
it's only 9
we'll get a
o'clock.
chance to save in a second. But I wish I had a button that pulled up past text. A lot of these games have like a button where you can press it and it pulls up the past text. So if you like, oh wait, I clicked too fast through that, or I want to double check that.
Oh, I get what you're getting at. I thought you were.
I can't seem to find one. I pressed all the buttons on my controller in hopes to find one, and I can't seem to find one.
I thought you were saying like, oh, I was trying to find a way to present the stuff that was said in court to our witnesses, and I'm like, they didn't give you a court record of everything that was said already? Because they should have.
I was trying to. They'll give it to us in a second. Anything that might be important. But yeah, because I know in Danganronpa, which is a very similar style game, there's a button you can press, and when you press it, it pulls up all the dialogue that's been said, and you can literally scroll back through it.
You can
So if
scroll
you miss
back
something,
through the
you can
entire
find
script
it.
of the game.
I don't know if it goes back that far. I think it only goes back so far, and then it stops. But essentially, like, if you're like, what got said, like, 2 moments ago,
Okay, let's go get these goddamn witnesses, raid Studio 2, just burn down that tree that's on the path. We got shit to do.
no time for relaxing, Nick.
Yeah, we need to get to the fucking film studio. Let's go. Come on, I'm excited. I've got energy again. I've had 3 coffees.
Yeah, so you're just like Maya. You're raring to go. All right, let's go.
Well, Maya was raring to go yesterday, and then she lost all her energy in court, and then she immediately got it back. Because that's apparently how this character works.
I mean, more like she likes certain things and gets bored at other things. Right now they have Miss Oldbag in custody. Guess they don't have anybody else to replace her.
Don't eat her food, you fucking dick.
I wasn't gonna eat them.
Then why'd you point them out, lady?
Can I get anything from here?
Can we get the key card for Studio 2? Because we're probably gonna need that.
Alright, where are we going first? Employee area or outside Studio 1?
Let's go to the outside and establish why we can't get into Studio 2. He probably had better things to do. Another case to investigate, considering he's the only cop in fake Tokyo. Why would they still be here? That meeting doesn't take 2 days.
Well, they might be here for other business. It is the studio. Like, they do, you know, do things here.
Why is the monkey head now the problem?
Well, the monkey head is apparently also blocked in the way, I guess.
It isn't. At all. How is the monkey head on top of the tree?
Because it got broken off, and then it fell onto the tree, which is what caused the tree to go down.
Fucking Capcom, that's not how gravity works. Okay, let's just go outside Studio 2 then. I thought they were gonna put a puzzle in front of us, but I guess not. Why do they have a boiler sitting outside the gate? What is that doing for anybody? And here's a bunch of logs that we need for some fucking reason, along with a goddamn rose garden that provides us absolutely nothing, but we maintain it because why not?
Let's check the thing you think is the boiler.
That has to be a boiler.
It's an incinerator.
I guess that they could probably look exactly the same.
Yeah. Sorry, converting. Set.
Yeah, surprising that a film studio doesn't need an incinerator all the time.
LA banned for moving staff and equipment around.
Maya, will you stop?
Nick,
I mean, I get you live in this. He lives in the city. He doesn't need one. What does that have to do with anything, Nick?
He's trying to feel better. Looks like 2 people.
Just say you live in the city, Nick. You live in fake Tokyo, which means you're on the train all the time. I don't know. That's what the studio provided that day. That's kind of how companies serve employee food. What, is a ghost gonna solve this crime for us? Hey, let's take a look at that spike that's bent. Maybe that's relevant somehow. Oh my god, there was a typo! Capcom, you bastard!
It's the typo, I wasn't paying attention.
They used the wrong 2! We caught you now!
Here?
Well, they said it 3 sentences ago.
They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close, that fence looks dangerous.
Ha, we got you again!
Where did they use 2? That fence looks dangerous.
They're using the wrong 2 when he gets chides Maya. They forgot an O in the sentence. Ha! In your face, localizers, you made a mistake.
Yeah, you're right.
We got you. Now let's examine that goddamn bent steak.
Sadly, we can't.
Oh.
At the moment. At the moment, it's just, it counts as the whole fence, so careful, Maya. That fence looks dangerous. We'll come back to that, I guess.
Wait, we couldn't get into the studio?
Nope, it's locked, but we can go look around other places to see if we find anything.
Let's look at the... Or maybe we can get... Maybe we can
I already know where we need to go, so I'm going where we need to go.
Oh.
Because this is one of those things with this game where I'm like, oh great, now it's time to wander around until I find out where I'm supposed to go.
Oh, but that's not how adventure games work. We should be lost for another hour.
What? There's only lost for another hour. We would eventually go to a place.
Okay, so Penny, give us your card key. Oh, ho, ho. Why is Phoenix laughing? Why is this funny? She literally just taped cardboard to the wall. You know a kid could just push on that.
I was gonna say, literally anybody could just, like, kick it or push on it.
I don't know, get some fucking screws? Do they not give you a screw gun at the company? I mean, it doesn't look that bad, it just looks like it's not gonna work. That's... Like, the cardboard looks fine, it's just, you don't use cardboard to fix it. Look at behind you, you literally have a fucking stack of bricks, put them there. At least that would be better than using cardboard, Penny.
Yeah, the bricks would have been a good idea.
I don't know, back the forklift next to the hole and then use that? Oh yeah, we need to find this goddamn kid.
If that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in. Yeah, I think that was the idea. I'm kind of sorry for him, though, don't you? What, you want to rip the grate off? Really, Nick? Yeah, we can. Whoa, she's serious. Oh.
Well, that's not gonna help.
So I'm gonna say, in order to progress the game, we do have to rip the grate off.
Okay, I don't know how this is gonna help, but why not? Let's indulge Maya for some reason.
Unlike the concept that you and I both agree on, that the kid could just push on it and it'd probably come off, we have to remove it so the kid can come in.
What area is behind the grate? Should that just be the Studio 1 where we already were?
No, if we look at the map.
I don't know where this leads to. I'm confused.
Outside, so like that gray box there, that in the employee area, that like black box, that's the dressing room. So it's kind of across from the dressing room, so it'd be kind of on the right-hand side and lead just outside the map on the right-hand side.
So he's outside the company and just standing there.
So we don't know if he's not here yet. Like it's not like he's waiting for us to rip the grate off. The idea is that we have to rip that off so that eventually he can come in that way. Because clearly, we ripped it off and he didn't just immediately walk in, right?
Oh, I thought he was high. I thought he got stuck in. I thought he got stuck on the grounds after he snuck in that day.
No, he
didn't just immediately leave.
Why we have to examine that and move it is because that murder was like 2 days ago at this point, or like a couple days ago at this point. So the kid probably left the way he came in, but by opening it back up, he can come back in another day, which is going to be today at some point. And I forget, do we have to go to the dressing room now? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I have no idea. We can't go into Studio 2, so we don't have any... We don't really have any leads to go on.
Can't go there yet, no. I just remember that this day is a little wonky in the fact that we have to kind of like bumble around until like essentially people show up.
Well, let's stare at everything then. Examine the trash can? Maybe the kid's in the trash can?
No, he's not in the trash can. What will happen is we'll show up someplace. Okay, so it's the same thing as last time. We'll come back to one of these areas and the kid will be there because he got in.
I'm pretty sure that was actually different text because I don't think she said the soda was sold out the first time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Penny, you're still here.
Yeah, she said she had to fill in for the security guard today.
They literally only had 3 employees? You're always wearing that vest, though.
She's wearing a camo vest.
Oh, yeah, it's got the lines on it.
Alright, so we can ask about
Have you seen the boy? We need to find him. So it's not a lot of kids, it's just the same kid all the time. She tries to kill all the kids that come here. It's actually very fucked up. Can you get us into the second studio? Do you have the key card? They're still in there. They've been having a meeting for 3 days.
No, she said we're here, past tense.
Nah, they're probably still here. Everyone's trapped on the grounds.
The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So they were trying to protect the director.
Well...
Or the producer, really. The producer's our real star here.
The producer is the star?
She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running.
Well,
not star as in star of the show. Star as in, like, she's the key person.
Well, why isn't she the director or the president, at least?
I don't know.
It seems real.
We'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer.
That seems real dumb. Yeah, ask her about the studios. She could probably get us in.
Oh yeah. Oops, wrong one.
No, there's not. We're the only one here.
Clean up. Which is so she's stating why the lunch plates are still out. We haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates since the day that
Okay, so that wasn't helpful. So, where should we go? The detention center? Maybe Windbag can give us more information? Or the key card? Well, you're not going to be helping us. We didn't want to talk to you, or at least I didn't.
I mean, he was there that day. He would also have known the director and the fucking producer were there. Just fucking stupid that he didn't say it either.
Do you have the Studio 2 key card somehow? No! He can't tell us anything. Do you know about this child? This 10-year-old boy who murdered your best friend? God, they even got to Will and force him not to say.
The studio asked us to keep quiet.
So no, they got to him.
Of murder, and you decided to admit that a specific person was there.
Well, I might be on trial for murder, but I can't lose my job.
I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's gonna be losing big.
I'm actually amazed that Phoenix was smart enough to pass his bar exam. It doesn't seem like he fucking managed it. Unless that's not actually a requirement to become a lawyer in fake Tokyo.
I mean, he said he's just off the bar, so...
Again, I doubt that. Maybe go back to the employee area and find this stupid kid?
I'm just going everywhere we haven't gone right now.
Oh my god, we found something. And I can sense the murder victim, so it's creeping me the fuck out. Let's look at this book. Let's look at the chalk drawing. I don't know what you're looking at, Maya, but there's no megaphone in this picture.
Damn it.
There's a backpack.
Alright, now they're there? Hold on.
Let's go to Studio 2.
No, it's the next people we have to meet are in the employee area, but I don't remember where. Okay, here we go. Who are fucking who
What?
speaks gamer text?
Jew
Jew
dudes?
dudes,
What?
Joe dudes, Jew dudes. I don't know.
That just
Dudes, LMAO.
What the absolute fuck is this man? This guy looks like a... His face kind of looks like a panda.
Whatever. I think that's supposed to be lamers.
That is lame.
How he manages to speak in this text, I don't know.
Well...
How can you not know the great Sal Manella?
That doesn't even make sense. What the fuck?
His name is Sal Manella. I make the elite shows. The Steel Samurai Mind.
Great, now he's just making up his own acronyms.
RCFC. Read the film credits. Really? You're the Sal
What is he, the producer?
Manella?
Is he the
He's the
director?
He's
The director? Seriously? He's
I'm
the
so sorry, I
director.
No, quite alright. Really, I'm fine. Raffle.
What does he make? Fucking films in Flash?
What
Is he a Newgrounds content creator?
closer inspection.
Oh,
Yeah,
he can actually. Oh, he can actually talk like a normal person. Well, for 5 seconds.
Hey, did you not do a lot of cosplay?
Oh my
'Cause
god!
that
Get off the screen! I don't want to look at it anymore.
How
Get
how does
away!
that sort-
Go away! Ah!
Roxers? I assume Roxers, right?
I've turned off my monitor. I don't want to look at this anymore.
Roxors, okay. What? Hey, you're drooling. Yeah, he's drooling over Maya. Little buffer overrun pant.
You know, usually when people do that, they don't
My
literally fucking have. They're
creative
not literally
powers.
drooling.
You've triggered my creative powers. Fucking, that's the best way to write creative powers. Yes, it's coming to me. Pink Princess. The sequel to the Steel Samurai, Pink Princess, Warrior of Little Old Tokyo.
He's already got a logo for it.
Raffle LMAO.
Why? Well, how funny could it be if it's that?
Princess. Why has it gotta be Little Old Tokyo?
Because
Why
it's a
can't it have a cool name like Neo Tokyo?
It's
We
not
really
a
need to
cool
talk to
name,
cool-
though. I don't want to talk to this man. He's gonna fucking drool on my shoes.
The day of the crime. But yeah, he's supposed to be gross. That's why his name is Salmonella. Oh yeah, and she's Penny Nichols. I forgot about that. Because everybody in this game has to have a dumb name. Penny Nichols.
I don't know why, but sure. I mean,
That's
at
the
least
point.
that's a name.
Yeah, it's a...
I mean, technically,
It's a
this
dumb
Sal guy's name could be real too.
I mean... So can Will Powers. There's people with the last name Powers, and there's people with the first name Will. So there could
See,
be a person in the real world named
this
Will
chapter,
Powers.
this chapter is getting a little bit off the goofy train. Except I hate looking at this guy.
Oh, I know who Jew dudes are. That security lady told you about us. Eh?
Jew is not a fucking. Is not slang. That's not a thing.
It's just him like slurring the word "you." Like I don't get it.
I don't know why he's saying it all the time.
I'm saying pretty regular.
I don't know why
things.
his hat has a top knot. That makes no fucking sense.
Because he's a weeb. I don't know. Then
Was he inventing his
for
own
lunchtime
weeb
at
style?
the Studio 2 trailer. So he had lunch at the Studio 2 trailer. He said.
But he was so busy that he didn't eat
I was
anything.
so busy, I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch. T-bone steak was it?
Also, how is his
suckers.
nose so tiny?
I miss hating that food. Yeah, I don't know. Like what a suck sores.
Is he trying to say suckers but doing it
Yeah,
wrong?
it's this weird slang of him saying suckers.
Okay,
but I
noon
not
to
suck sores.
noon to 4, so he's claiming that he didn't murder him either. I mean, to be fair, Benel is big enough that he
And,
probably fit in the costume.
Yeah, with some producers and some bigwigs from the network. Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated 2:30. If he's telling the truth, that meaning gives him an alibi.
Well, we're gonna have to go talk to the bigwigs then.
About the producer who was at the meeting with you. Oh, you mean D. Vasquez. There is a joke in there. I don't recall what it is. D Vasquez.
Diva's the first part, but what does skez mean? We'll eventually figure this out. It has to be something.
It's supposed to be like a play on the word disaster. De Vasquez. I don't know. She's a genius. M4D Scott One Luz.
M4D Skillins.
Is that it? Just start pronouncing the numbers as numbers instead of letters.
No, because that's gonna be that's gonna be more obnoxious than this human being's entire shtick.
She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai. You had a meeting with her the day of the murder, right? Yeah.
This guy is somehow a giant nerd, but he's like 6'3".
Yeah, he's just a big neck beard.
He's not a neck beard though. He's just got bushy eyebrows.
The boss over at the...
How many people were on site that no one wanted to talk about? Holy shit.
They piled into a limousine and left right around noon, so the bigwigs were well gone before the murder.
Oh yeah, because they couldn't have come back and murdered that guy. That's definitely an airtight alibi. Potato head.
They're all gray-haired geezers, Scowl. Sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses.
Yeah, we should go talk to one of them. How many more witnesses do we have to talk to? Like 5? It's gonna be a long investigation. Okay, so Sal is agreeing with the other person.
But he stated he knew about the,
Did he?
injury. Yeah, because he said he's injured, because he's dragging his foot. He's like... That's Will, right? And then we're like, how do you know? And he's like, because he's dragging his foot.
Okay.
Okay, now where do I go next?
Penny
From
again?
memory, it's a dumb thing where I have to go.
Talk to her about the... Oh, we can't talk to her about anything.
There's nothing new to talk to her about. But if I recall
The
correctly,
detention
I have to
center?
go... No, it's this dumb thing. I know there's a part that I didn't fucking do. You have to like get a script or something from this room.
Well, I don't
At
know what else we could even fucking do at this point, so I have no guesses. Look at the ladder, look at the camera, look at the backdrop, the lamp, Studio 2.
Okay, there's something new at Studio 2. This place is starting to crash. Eek, Nick, what was that noise?
It came from the broom. I wouldn't really call that a trailer, it's more just like a tiny hut.
Right.
Yeah, but the hut is suspicious. Oh wait, it's also locked.
There's one at the guard station though, so we have to go get it.
To Penny, go! We finally have a lead. Wait, how the fuck are you here? Did you run here from jail?
They pulled out a spare costume and told me to put it on. Can you imagine? How could I? I see wear a giant suit like that. Mr. Powers is pretty tall. As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it. So like she physically just is too like small to get into the costume properly. Like even more so than the photo.
Sure.
So she got ruled out and released.
That's flimsy, but whatever. Can we just ask her for the keys? Where's the give us the keys option?
I think it's we examine
Present.
here.
Oh, she's not incredibly angry at us this time. What'd you do? Forget to keep the computer on, Phoenix?
Okay, here's the kid now. I was
I
like, I know we just kind of bumble fuck around in this stage. You just keep checking back areas and you eventually fucking meet people you need to meet.
I've definitely seen that kid before.
Yeah, maybe someone used his picture or something on the internet.
Huh. Well, he's got a sword, which means he could probably kill us.
be a plastic sword. I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that.
Well, he's definitely too short to have
You are a
murdered
kid.
Hammer.
What a rude little brat.
Yeah, what a rude brat, the guy who sneaks into places and takes things
I don't see no adults here, hippie fashion chick. Excuse me, Phoenix Wright at least looks like an adult kid. Like, even if Maya doesn't look like an adult.
Well, Phoenix only looks like an adult because he's tall.
And he's in a suit.
Well, Maya, you're the one who wears weird
I'm
clothes all the time.
Cody Hackins.
What?
Cody Hackins.
Okay, so he kills things.
I think code is in computer code and hack is in hack computers, but okay.
No, he's got a sword. That's what he's leaning into. Also, his hat has a top knot too. Oh, that is a plastic sword. It's not even steel colored.
Yeah. I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer.
Also, I can't unsheath my sword for some reason.
Steel Samurai. So you're a fan of the Steel Samurai. How dare you utter that name, evildoer.
Well, everyone's on the Steel Samurai side because he's the hero of the story. Who the hell would be on the villain side?
Time for Maya to quiz this kid on how big of a fan he is. Okay, then what's the last line said by the innkeeper in episode 8?
Hey, if you're gonna talk,
Like some fries with that? That's the last line of the show of episode 8. Apparently ends on the line like some fries with that. That's not bad, kiddo.
Hey, if he's gonna talk a big game, he's gonna have to back it up.
You heard anything about the incident the other day?
Why is he getting pissed at us? Is he serious? Did someone teach him not to talk to the police like an asshole?
Steel Samurai always wins, always. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything.
What did you even see, though?
But no way am I telling you.
Oh, great. Okay, so how can we charm a 10-year-old? Wait, he also ran away?
Fell off the table when you bumped into it.
He had the key card to... That's not a key card, goddamn fuck.
He knocked it off the table that the food was on.
What does a salt shaker have to do with anything?
Found it on the table and the label reads sleeping pills.
Okay,
Remember
so...
how you were wondering how he could sleep through someone taking his costume?
Well, I don't think he needs sleeping pills for that, but whatever.
I mean, it would knock him out to the point where you could sneak in, take the costume, put it on without waking him.
Okay, so
sleeping pills can knock you on your ass. Anyway, the kid claims he saw the whole thing and then ran away. So
was the bottle on the table and we were too stupid to see it, or did the kid have the bottle and keep it for no reason?
So Maya said that when the kid ran away from us, he bumped in the table and it fell off the table. So it was apparently on the table with the food, and no one fucking noticed it.
Oh,
apparently.
Frickin'.
So, I like to imagine it was like hidden under a plate, kind of, or something, in a way that like made it at least semi harder to see.
Yeah,
but I will state it's dumb that we didn't find
it. It's salmonella again. Make him go away forever.
Okay,
wow, Salmonella is so creepy that he's making her literally cry. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, let's creep out Salmonella and stare at him outside through the window. That'll get him.
Okay, so Old Bag is in here because she went to chase after the kid. That's what it is. Because we can hear her yelling in the distance. Stop, Whippersnapper.
Who said Natch?
She tripped. I think that's supposed to be the sound of her tripping.
Okay, so did she leave the key card to? Did she leave the keys? Can we get them?
Yes, we got the key.
Finally, let's go get in there. We can finally start unraveling these leads. This episode is very hot.
And fast, and it's like, nope, you have to like bumble around until you find the kid, and then you have to fucking... In my opinion, this day is a whole lot of bumbling around.
It doesn't have a good direction, ever. Which is really weird because there's only like 5 places we can go to. We're just going to them back and forth and back and forth.
Yep.
Yeah, put the key in the trailer. Let's go.
We just did that. We just did that. I have to examine the door to unlock it, and then after that I can go home.
Whoa. It's someone in burlesque gear for some reason. Either that or a gypsy.
I was gonna say, I see it more as Romanian clothing, but yeah.
Well, it's one or the other.
To me, she looks Romani. Or Romani? I guess I don't know how you pronounce it.
I mean, yeah, I'd go for it, but, I'm still trying to figure out what the pun is on her name. It's very odd.
I know, right? Every character in this goddamn game has a pun in their name for the most part, and D. Vasquez is the hardest one.
Well, maybe we could figure it out when she gives us her testimony.
Yeah, maybe. Alright, the day of the crime, Steel Samurai the director. Which one do we want to ask?
The day of the crime, we need to get the deets first. That's gonna minimize, our having to ask her things twice all the time. Oh, they finally flagged the puzzle you were talking about.
Yeah, we have to fucking find a script. I thought it was for Sal, but I guess we have to find it for her.
That's a lot better because I would like to spend...
She won't answer any of her questions until we find a goddamn script for her.
Because that's how police works, I guess. So let's just start examining everything.
Well, I know where it is. I just don't know if we have to talk to Sal before it gets put... It probably...
Examine everything!
There.
Everything! Okay, is it on the floor? Is it in the backpack? Is it behind the backdrop?
I think we have to go talk to Sal.
Is it in that bush? Is it in that other bush?
I told you, it's on the goddamn chair I just examined.
Well, it obviously wasn't, so now we have to look in everything else.
Do I have to talk to her about the other things before the game's like, oh yeah?
Oh, they forgot to flag the puzzle, even though you flagged the puzzle already. Examine the window. Examine the vending machine. Examine the soda can, which is obviously important. Let's look at this van. Let's look at this monkey head. Let's just do everything. Yeah, she's just not being a witness right now. He's a sleazeball, right? Wait, did Phoenix just ask her what the role is of a director? Again, I don't understand why you're getting so emotional. She's just being kind of weird. She's not snide. She's not even insulting you.
Okay, yeah, because now I had to apparently pick both the director and the first one, because now she gives me the thing to go give to Sal.
Because she's an important witness and she won't talk to us, so we kind of need to get the... Why the crying?
Bring me the script for episode 13.
Get yourself together, Maya. You don't have to be sad all the time. Just because people are being slightly obtuse. This place is like a square mile big. It's not exactly a long walk.
My ass is pound.
That's not how you spell pwned.
Pwned is abbreviated PWN. You don't have a zero in there.
You fucking...
Might be to look in places where he's likely to have been. Okay, now I flaked the goddamn puzzle.
You fake goddamn gamer. Get on our level and get your acronyms right. Is she just gonna break into tears at one moment while we're not looking? It's a chair. How hard do you have to look at it to find something? It's a fucking chair.
Okay.
It's a chair. Flip it over.
Alright.
Finally, goddamn.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this was my least favorite day out of everything I played because it's so goddamn roundabout.
It's just annoying every turn. And it's got a couple bad characters in it. You're reading the script? We're not famous enough for us to pull that card, Maya. Wait, can she see the future? Or is she just really perceptive?
I think she's just really perceptive. Remember, we do wear a goddamn badge that says we're an attorney, like, on our lapel.
Well, I mean, it has scales on it. That could mean anything in this future. The future of fake Tokyo. What do you mean it was impossible? Did you lock yourselves in for the meeting?
The path was blocked.
It wasn't blocked, though. That's a lie.
But now it looks way more blocked.
That's not what it looked like at all. The game's lying.
But the backdrop photo does not make it look like this.
That is not what it looked like at all.
Okay, so she's claiming they didn't start moving the head out of the way. So what we saw was the head already moved out of the way.
And we're so pathetic that we can't even walk over that log right there to get around it. We just have to stay here until the authorities can move it away. We were stuck here for 2 days because of that shit.
Amber died at 2:30, thus none of us could have gone to Studio 1, she claims.
I agree with Maya. You couldn't have just jumped over the log and walked around. Are we gonna have to go find a security cam to tell us when the head fell down? Wait, it announces the time?
Yes, because everything in this game is a goddamn clock. If I've learned anything playing Phoenix Wright, everything is a goddamn clock.
Because I guess this is a future where no one has smartphones.
So the monkey head stopped at 2:15.
So
and
that
the time
corroborates.
of death was 2:30.
That corroborates their story, at least.
But it puts us right back. If they couldn't have done it, it puts us right back at where we were.
Well, we needed
because all the people we just learned about were over there at the time of death.
Well, we need to know this information, so it's still relevant to know. That means we need to go find some other witnesses or suspects.
Oh, we still have the boy who claims to have saw everything.
Yeah, and the security person did figure that out yet. I mean, we could still try and get away into Studio 2. That might have a clue.
Okay.
We could try that.
I'm trying to. No, so.
Can't Vasquez give us the keys to get into Studio 2? But it's a gate. We're not even at the studio.
Yeah, we're outside the studio. Okay. I was just trying to remember if we had to talk to her again or what.
Vasquez just left.
I mean, she went elsewhere.
Well, I guess let's just go to every location again and hope we find something.
Well, I'm pretty sure we have to bump into the kid again now.
To the employee area, to the trailer,
no, the kid.
To the dressing room.
Hey,
Sal, did you see this stupid kid? I mean, he's really obvious. You should have been able to see him. Ask him about the monkey head? Just start showing the monkey head to everyone?
Well, the problem is no one's anywhere right now. Like, the only place the person is Sal. He's about to flag something again, and I don't remember what.
Well, just start going everywhere and examining everything. Oh, ask him about the head. Maybe he knows. Hey, this head, do you have any information about it? Ask about the sleeping pills.
That's probably a smarter idea, that's it.
We only have 2 items that we got, so just show them to everybody.
No, okay, he doesn't have anything to say. Okay.
Go to our legal office?
No.
Then I'm out of ideas. It's examine everything and go everywhere. That's the only 2 things we can do. Look, we're gonna have to start doing things, otherwise we're not gonna be going anywhere fast.
Do I have to examine something in this room? Maybe it's
Yes, examine everything. I mean, sets are... You gotta build sets to make TV, Phoenix.
Okay, I think we need to do this. So all these movie posters on the back wall are movies that starred Hammer, the murder victim.
So we just have to reestablish, again, things that we already know. Yeah, why not? If you can make it compelling, you could do anything. What do you mean summer romance? What's the difference between what's the difference between the seasons for a romance story?
I don't know, but it's a term they actually use in Hollywood.
Well, I guess that maybe just for the scheduling of the movie? Look at the window?
You know, it's the goddamn kid is the next thing. Give me the kid again.
Examine everything. These boxes. These roses. This van. This boiler. The cup. The monkey head again. Let's present the monkey head to itself. Okay, so everyone had to have heard the ooking, but I don't know how that would help us to know. Okay, the map? The van? The gate?
Well, I know where the kid is supposed to be, but I don't...
The tree? The window?
That's not what I want. I want,
Well then.
move...
You, tell us what we need to know.
My mind says maybe there's something I fucking forgot to do in here. Because he's fucking still here.
So, he had snacks? You ate expired food? Wolfmen found on Mars? How does that help anything?
I don't know. I'm just trying to find...
Sleeping pills?
No, he doesn't respond to the sleeping pills. Maybe I do have to, like, leave? And then come back? It's the kid, like, who I'm looking for. Because I know the kid ends up hiding in the dressing room from Old Bag.
I don't...
Because Sal eventually moves on.
I don't know what else we could do to flag anything.
Oh, fuck, you were right. We do have to go to the goddamn law office.
Well, why would we need to go to our office?
Fresh out of clues, everybody's alibi is watertight. We don't even have any promising leads.
We have the kid, Phoenix.
It's a little early for giving up, don't you think, huh?
Is it another ghost?
Oh, it's Mia.
Mia, we need your boobs to help us out.
So long. Sorry, Phoenix. Maya has trouble calling me unless she's really in trouble, right? Oh, wait, I guess that means we're really
Well, I mean, she was getting really stressed out while we were there.
What do you mean? We get one lead. The boy, of course. Yeah, okay, so I have to flag this to go back and find the fucking boy.
We needed Mia to tell us that. Seriously?
Apparently. Well, you gotta... So, like... The argument that I'll just have to accept that a lot of people have told me about this game whenever I get kind of annoyed with the story going like, really, Mia needs to hold my hand is, Phoenix is a new lawyer. Phoenix hasn't come into his own yet. And it's like, okay.
Yeah, but he doesn't have fucking common sense. He didn't even talk to the kid, of course.
Let's go find the
What do you mean any ideas? He just gave us an idea. Let's go do the idea.
Okay, yeah. Old Big's back now.
Dumb fucking game.
Means she lost the kid.
Well, yeah, we know. I mean,
But
10-year-old
her
kid.
being here-
10-year-old kids have infinite energy, which means you can never catch them. The hostage? Who's...
I see him again, aha.
Wait, she's still
Oh yeah, now
here?
we have Mia. Yeah.
Mia, get out of her body. They're not gonna take Maya seriously if she has her boobs hanging out all the time. You're making her look silly. Can we have that? For his camera? Oh, so she's using it as bait. Do we have anything for trade?
Yes, we do.
What do we... Oh, our keys?
The key we took.
Can you give us back the thing you stole from the kid in trade for the thing we stole from you?
Is it the key card? Oh, it's the key card.
I'm surprised the game remembered we
Oh, yeah.
even had this
She
item.
wants to visit. She wants to visit where Hammer died. That's right. She mentioned that. That's supposed to be the hint.
I mean, she has an alibi, technically. So she's not being
You wanna
suspicious
find
anymore.
her, apparently. Let
Should
me
the entire
borrow it.
should the entire grounds be your turf? You're the security guard. Lend her the key. Lend her the key card that we stole. How are we gonna get it back? I do agree with you. Like, the fact that Mia is still here and trying to advise us doesn't make any goddamn sense.
I mean, it makes sense because the spirit, like, plot-wise to me, it makes sense. It's just, it's really hand-holdy. Like, whenever Mia shows up, Phoenix is no longer the hero, Mia's the hero.
Well, story-wise, it doesn't really... I don't get why she's still here, because the things we need to do are now, like, really obvious.
Right.
Like, we just
well,
have to go find the kid that we
lore-wise-
already know
lore-wise,
about.
Ghost gets to chill here for a while. There's the kid.
He's not in the dressing room, he's outside.
Now he's about to run into the dressing room.
Hey, Mia, are you good with kids? Because I'm not good with kids.
Yeah, I think he ran into the dressing room, he said. So now he's in the dressing room.
But Sal's in the dressing room. He's gonna run directly into
Sal
him.
left. Sal left when he went back to the office.
He's in the trash. Oh, never mind. What do you mean he found you? He wasn't even hiding. What the hell is going on? He's just running around the room?
He tried to escape again, and Mia talking to him was enough to get him to decide to stay, because Mia's the hero.
Well, Mia has the power
Like,
of
see his attitude? Like, he has the angry face when Phoenix talked to him, but when Mia was like, I'm Mia, he's like, oh, I like you, and it's like, oh, come on.
Well, Mia
Even
has
though he
the...
didn't like Maya, and it's still Maya's body.
Well,
Although you made a good argument that Maya fucking...
No, I was making a better argument that Mia has the power of cleavage, and that's gonna save the day.
Yeah, you made the argument last week that when Mia possesses her, her body physically changes. Like, she got taller and got bigger boobs.
Which means that this needed to happen in order for us to get the Cody information. Even though we had the...
You know, ultra rare. That card's hard to get.
Well,
So
even though we had the trading card from the security officer who had nothing to do with Mia, so this... It still doesn't make any sense that Mia's here.
Mia got the kid to stay put and not run, is what happened here. And now we can talk to him, and then we can be like, here, we got your trading cards.
We could have done that ourselves by waving his trading cards and be like, hey, look at this.
But
Wait,
he's saying he doesn't want it because he has a double of that card.
Then
Thus
why...
he doesn't need it.
Then why did we go through any of this?
If you
How
want
are
to
we?
trade, find me a really
How
rare
are we
card.
going to find a rarer card? Do we just like doodle on the card we already have and be like, "Hey, we found this and it's fake."
No, we need to find someone else who has trading cards and trade with them.
Trade it with D? Does Vasquez have cards? No wait. No wait, the security lady has them. Cuz she's a fan.
She's a fan of Hammer, not a fan of
Well,
Powers.
why would Penny have a card? Well, at least Penny's like got shit figured out. Yeah, we're definitely gonna be able to believe that Maya miraculously grew 10 years older. What? That's not how you deal with stress, lady. Oh, are we finally getting his backstory?
You don't know about Hammer? What? No. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
Don't just...
What happened?
Yeah, just get to the point. Why is it a big company secret of what happened? I mean, if it didn't rape anybody and it's just gonna be silly, why the heck is everyone being so tight-lipped about it? Did he get caught fucking a dolphin or something?
So what happens? The logic here is that you know, he's like, well, I don't want that card. Fine, trade. So you like walk around to everybody you can find and present them the goddamn card, and eventually you just present it to Penny, and she's like, I collect those.
Oh my god, Capcom.
I'm one card away from the complete set, and we just happen to have the fucking card she needs.
Why did you write this episode so badly? This is ridiculous.
This episode's just a fuck ton of running around.
Here's a bunch of naked guys. Here's Tarzan.
Look, I'll even trade you an ultra rare premium card.
Yeah, we get it. It's how puzzle games work. We present the random object to the random other thing, and
So then we trade cards.
Why is don't trade even an option?
Casey dumb. Just like we don't remove the block on the grade as an option, and you have to do that in order for the kid to even show up.
Well, that's not the same thing. It's just like denying the very obvious next thing we have to do. Should this kid just be in the trailer again?
Yeah, he's in the dressing room still.
Then I'm wondering why we're moving. Why are we moving round and round and round Studio 1?
Because well, what happened was I do it too quickly, and I'll end up picking the wrong location. Like I'll go in the opposite direction I want to go, and then I'm like, fuck. Anyway, that's the last ultra rare premium card I need. Oh yes, he obviously needs this card, and she needed that card. For everybody to be happy.
What a huge coincidence!
I'll give you Samurai Sphere, I'll throw an Evil Magistrate to boot. No, not that kind of trade. Don't want cards, I want information. Huh, you sure? Fine by me.
Yep. Well, Mia, we don't need you anymore because now we got the kid to agree to us. You can go away.
She's just there as a sidekick now. She's gonna help. She's gonna throw in her 2 cents, just like Mayo always does for the rest of the day.
No, we should have asked about what happened. This is not useful information.
Oh yeah, my bad. I mean, I think we have to pick this one anyway, but...
I never even seen the fucking show. All I saw was the stabbing. Ask about his acting?
No, this isn't acting. So tell me, what's your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai? We have to say the right thing. It's gonna be his fighting skills, not... Because what's this boy gonna care about? The boy with the sword, right?
Okay, fine.
He's gonna care about the fighting.
Wazam. Sure.
The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Check this out. I have a fan album. Oh yeah, this is important. That's why we had to talk to him. We have to get this fan album.
How is this going to be important to anything?
Well, so I go to every live performance. The stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow.
I don't
The
understand
kid
how
always
this is
takes
useful.
a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow, meaning he would have taken a picture of the murder. I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Check it out.
Why would that mean he has a picture of the murder?
Which might have useful information.
Well, let's take his camera. Mia, you're like 6 feet tall. Now just reach over him and take his camera.
My Elmo has a name. Want to hear it? The Steel Samurai Path to Glory. Steel Samurai always wins, always. If you want this, you can have it, lady.
We can have his fan album? Seriously?
Yeah, I took these with a digital camera. I got all the data at home, so I can always make another one. So he's like, if you want to have it, because I like you guys.
Yeah, but he hand wrote the title. He hand wrote the title.
You can just do it again, I guess. If I was the kid, yeah, I'd offer to give you a spare that I would make for you and not the original. I'd keep the original, but he's giving us the original and going to make a spare for himself.
Oh, I wonder why Mia gets everyone to give her things. I wonder why so hard.
True. Alright, now let's ask him what happened. Another one.
Why is he so pissed about it?
You'll find out.
Is he actually a super fan of Hammer, just in secret?
No.
Did he somehow do the murder?
No.
He saw himself in a mirror killing somebody.
Got here around 2. Remember, the murder's at 2:30. Had to come in through the woods out back so that the old lady wouldn't see me. I got kinda lost though. I was in there for maybe a half hour or so.
Okay, so he couldn't have seen the murder.
Or he arrived just in time for the murder.
So what, he was killed outside?
The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy.
Well, how is the Steel Samurai here if he was also killing somebody at the same time?
Well, he just said that he saw the Steel Samurai get the bad guy. So, yeah, he's claiming he witnessed the murder outside of Studio One.
Okay. I mean, I'm speaking from the heart. I'm investigating. It's my frickin' job. We still haven't established who the costume wearer is. Who are we gonna call as a witness, then? Gumshoe? Wait, is he gonna instantly arrest Cody?
No.
Okay.
So, what Mia and Phoenix were talking about was that,
he's not a
what
he's
this
not a
boy
useful
says,
witness.
what this boy says only makes it look like its willpower is even more, so we shouldn't call this boy. And then Gumshoe shows up and is like, hey, perfect, someone who knows everything. I can use him, though, and I can have fucking Edgeworth call him.
I mean, we're not going to be able to stop Edgeworth from calling him because now they know he exists. Well, we're going to have to do the adventure game thing and figure out what the logical fallacy is in all of this. Or we're just going to have to track down who's in the costume, because we still haven't figured that out. Look at the album.
Find it. It'll come up.
Guy probably is innocent. I don't think we actually are going to ever have a guilty client. They're probably all going to be innocent.
I'm curious about that with the series going forward, right? So everything I've done, yeah, the client's not guilty, and that's... But, like, I'm waiting for there to be... I feel like this game eventually would try to do something.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to... Hopefully we'll be able to get through this episode. We've got about an hour left before we have to call it.
I think so. I just...
Mia, why are you still here?
I think the last day of court, or at least the last day of investigating is quick, I'm pretty sure. So when we get to investigating again, I'm pretty sure we only have to find a couple things in comparison to that day where it's like constantly running back and forth between a gajillion goddamn places.
You're really gonna argue with a ghost to not tell dead man jokes? Seriously, Phoenix? Yeah, I wonder what we overlooked. Oh, we still haven't established who was in the costume during the murder. That's a pretty big detail we haven't filled the blanket on.
No, she's saying something, but that's not something overlooked. That's just something we don't have. Something overlooked would be something we have. It'll come up. Like
they also
what we overlooked is something that's hinted and implied that we might be able to piece together, but it won't come up like it won't appear very clear until it starts to show up in court.
Capcom bothered to redraw the wide shot to include the Maya possession form.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, because you can see her boobs in the wide shot as well, which was really surprising that they bothered to go through the extra effort. Because how many cases are going to have Mia standing right next to us? It can't be that many.
The prosecution calls salmonella to the stand.
I hate this.
The witness state his name and profession. How rude can you get? You don't know me. I'm the director. I make Steel Samurai new brothel.
Why do you think everything is hilarious?
Getting people to say his name. Glares at him. Salmonella and the director television.
Well, at least he's animated. Well, why is the judge questioning the witness? Why are you so disinterested with us, Mia? We haven't even done anything yet.
Studio at 9 in the morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene.
Press him on that. He said,
It took a lot more time than I thought it would.
Press him on that too.
I can't press him on. It has to go through it once before I can do anything.
Press him on that too. He's lying. Not everyone was eating lunch. Also, he said, pretty sure we're gonna pick this guy apart 7 ways to Sunday.
Okay, we'll press him on some things, that's for sure.
We could press him on over half his testimony. He's real shitty at this.
It's studios from 9 in the morning, day in the morning.
No, not that. There, he said, get him. And that too. Okay, fair enough. Clarification, it's pretty solid. Oh yeah, he's lying about the everyone else thing at lunch, because not everyone was there. Wait, what'd he say? I can't answer.
He claimed he didn't get to eat lunch.
Well, he said everyone else was at lunch, so I guess he's contradicting himself.
Well, so his claim is he had to go to Studio 2, thus he didn't get to eat lunch, but we saw lunch plates at Studio 2.
Okay. He's not contradicting himself, the evidence is contradicting him.
Yeah. It's just not it's not an evidence we have here, so we have to press it, and then Mia's like, isn't something wrong? And then we go, yeah, something's wrong. What is it? He took the fucking lunch.
What was he embarrassed about? He ate everybody else's lunch? Wait, the assistants cooked all the steaks?
Apparently.
That is, way above and beyond her pay grade. Especially considering she's a part-timer.
But now it's revealed that they took a break during the meeting at one point. At
Oh,
one
we
point
got
during
him.
the meeting, they took a break.
I think I'm gonna see this guy in my nightmares tonight. He's somehow a double neckbeard without the actual
So
beard.
no one left their chairs.
You just said you did.
You're right. So we have to press them, because what happens is Phoenix is like, I have to press them one more time, and then you have to go find the one where it's like...
I mean, the problem is that Manila is too tall to be the person who was in the costume. So he's probably not the murderer.
We'll get to that. Pretty sure by the end of the day we'll know who is in the, at the end of this court case. I'm pretty sure at court day we established kind of roughly the stuff about the suit. I think that gets solved.
Well, we don't have
For the
to.
most part.
We don't have to establish it. We got another day. We got 3 days. Yeah, Mia, thanks for stating the obvious. You're the most useful prosecution ghost we've got.
I mean, she's the only ghost we got, so there's that.
Fair enough. Wait, why is Edgeworth not taking this seriously? Does he know something?
Apparently.
What
Yeah,
the fuck does flu mean?
For...
For with information with when?
I don't know. We took a break, Raffle. Could it be like what time we took a break? I don't know.
What do you mean that's only 13? What is... Oh, base
But it was
12
only
in math.
15 minutes.
Okay.
That's only 13 in base 12. What? I don't even know what that fucking means. What does 13 in base 12 mean?
I think that's a math thing, because I'm pretty sure base numbers is a math concept.
Gotcha.
But I don't know how doing base 12 would
The
only
time.
subtract 2? It seems like...
I don't know.
It doesn't
Not
seem
enough
like
time
it'd
for
be
someone
right.
to commit murder in Studio 1. That's only enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me.
Well, did
So
they
they
all... Did they
have
all...
enough time in the break to run to Studio 1 to kill him and then come back.
Well, did you all just have lunch in random places across the place, or were you all eating at that one table?
They're all eating at that table, apparently.
Then there you go. Otherwise, this is a giant conspiracy. Why would the entire, like, bigwig group want to murder their star? Can we press them on that to figure out what that acronym means?
I'm generally curious. What time exactly did you take the break? I say it was around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30, that's the time of death.
Okay, so he couldn't have done it. No, he couldn't have. If the break started at 2:30, how the fuck does that make sense?
But yeah, so the idea is he couldn't get there fast enough, which is what he's claiming.
Maybe press him on that? Why are you objecting? We haven't said anything yet. Why is this Edgeworth's one ploy that he keeps doing over and over again? It's like, this vague testimony is 100% concrete, and you need to shut up this lawyer guy in front of me and accept the fact that I made up. Is this Edgeworth's one trick? Oh, goddammit, we have a multiple choice question.
So, do you claim that someone from the trailer went to Studio 1?
I think it'd be real hard for them to do it, so I'd probably say no. I mean, I'd say it's really difficult for them to make the timetable, but eh. Oh yeah, we forgot about the 2:15 thing. If they took their break at 2:30, they couldn't even have gotten there. Because everyone in this frickin' story is too stupid to walk around the monkey head. No, we haven't seen enough evidence because we still haven't established who was in the costume.
Well, so essentially what's going back here is Edgeworth is claiming that once again we find ourselves in a position where the only person who could have gotten to the costume and went and killed Hammer. There we go. I was like, my mind kept saying Powers, and Powers is the accused, not the victim.
Can we enter the sleeping pills into evidence?
We will bring it up, yeah, eventually.
Can we just submit it now to overwrite his theory?
It'll come up soon, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we need to come up with it now, otherwise he's gonna get away with it.
Eyes of the costume, no one on Mr. Powers could afford it that day, because the old lady and the assistant are too small.
Yeah, because clearly in the photo, he looks like he's the exact same size as he usually is in his costume.
The point was they put the costume on the old lady, and it was way too cumbersome for her to even move in it.
Well, yeah, which, who would be slightly less strong than, Powers? I'm pretty sure it's not Manila, even though he's probably the closest in size to Powers.
He's definitely the closest in size. Well, at least one of the closest in size.
Who else could it have been? Huh.
Okay, so we get a recess, but there is a witness coming up that apparently will be able to, like, put a pin in it.
Oh, that's my,
It's gonna be the goddamn kid.
I think someone was making a joke about that earlier. I'm gonna have to tell him that.
What?
Yeah, nothing important.
Gotcha.
Just my other buddy likes to, for some reason, keep telling me about, like, modern movies.
Oh, gotcha.
I've never given him on a trial before. Even after I died, I still won't. I'm gonna haunt you until you retire from lawyering, Phoenix, Wright? Because I have nothing better to do in the afterlife. You haven't even been put on the witness stand yet, Will. I mean, why are you nervous?
Does everybody think that's him still?
I don't know, why don't you plead your case? Why aren't we letting him plead his case?
Because all he can plead to was I was asleep.
You should put it on the record anyway. Otherwise, it's gonna look really suspicious.
Eventually bring up the goddamn sleeping pill.
This one's for the... There's no kids in that courtroom.
There will be in a second.
What are they going to invade? Is his fan club going to invade?
No, they're gonna fucking bring Cody up.
Wait, the prosecution grabbed Cody? Oh, yeah, they did.
Cop found.
I don't know why my brain spaced on that, but that was like 30 seconds
We
of
worry that
stuff.
the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning.
Phoenix isn't that much of an asshole,
I have
though.
no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hawkins to the stand.
Yeah, it's almost like he was the only one who saw anything.
Your Honor, perhaps could we arrange for a boxer to stand on? Alright.
Why didn't you... Yeah.
Those donuts great shit too.
Donuts don't come in crates.
They do in Japan, apparently.
Fake Japan, you're not making any sense with your food choices. We didn't even do anything yet.
Again, no, he's yelling at Edgeworth. Once again, Edgeworth just cannot fucking get people to say their names.
Yeah, it's almost like he can't fucking prep his witnesses correctly.
Once again, the boobs get him to say his name.
But he can't even see the boobs from where he's sitting.
You might be able to.
Barely. I mean, how obvious is her boob window for that to be true?
Oh. You gotta remember, he's standing in the middle of the room. Our tables are off to the right and left of him. So he literally just has to look forward and then to the right or to the left, depending on which side we're on.
Oh,
Which
sure.
we're on his right.
This chapter is making Edgeworth look like a fucking idiot. I don't know why it's doing that so early. It's a very weird joke they're trying. Well, yeah, you're gonna have to put it into testimony. Edgeworth literally did not prep this witness it all.
I mean, no, he claimed the kid would refuse to do it without the camera, so he had to have the camera. It's just he should have asked the judge ahead of time.
Oh.
If that's possible.
They're saying that literally right now.
Yeah, I just got this new camera. I don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go.
You don't keep it in your pocket?
I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. He better not make a note of it in the court record.
Can we do that?
Digital camera. I mean, to our court record, yeah, essentially. Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it, so it goes in our little evidence log.
Which means that he probably doesn't have any decent evidence on it.
Please testify to the court about what you saw on the day of the incident.
I saw the murder.
I wanted to see a steel ceremony rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet, went to the studio that day.
He said he saw the Steel Samurai killing him outside at 2:30. Oh, he thinks it was a rehearsal, so he did get a picture of him actually killing him. Because he didn't think it was real. I mean, he's tough just because he's flippant. He just doesn't want to say anything. Now, what can we press him on? Can we press him on him seeing the kill around that sentence?
I don't remember exactly, but so here he used the vague term of bad guy instead of saying evil magistrate.
Yeah, but he's gonna clarify it wait, what?
Point was he was being vague when he knows the villain of the show, so he would have probably stated the evil magistrate, so it's an important issue to press him on.
Well, according to Will, apparently the kids don't actually know who the actors are, so that would make sense. You don't have your camera all the time? You didn't bring your camera to the set you wanted to go see things at? I don't know, use different words, Phoenix. Jesus, it's not that hard. Press him on the 30 minutes thing? Maybe getting lost?
I think we just present the camera.
But
he's saying I don't go anywhere without my camera earlier.
Yeah, but he already said that.
Yeah, but then he claimed he didn't have the camera, so he claimed two things: I never go anywhere without my camera. I didn't have my camera. It's like, hold on, didn't you say you always?
That is a very interesting surprise face on Cody. Wait, he doesn't know.
When did this game come out?
It probably had to have come.
Game, so like.
It probably had to come out around
like
2006 to 2008.
Yeah, I was gonna say somewhere in that window seems possible to me, but also I feel like. I mean, maybe an old person in that year might not necessarily know too much about digital cameras.
I wouldn't believe it either. That's not an objection, Edgeworth. What do you mean, so what?
Having the camera.
What do you mean, so what? It means obviously you have evidence. Did we take a note about him getting the killing blow thing that we can throw in his face?
Yeah, we have the book.
Okay, that's close enough. Throw it in his face. Or do we have to go through the testimony first?
We have to go through it first.
Well, there's not
We always
much.
have to wait for the judge to say your cross-examination, and then we get to
That
go
wasn't.
through what he said and pick it
There's,
apart.
there's not much for him to say. He doesn't even know how he was murdered.
Pretty sure. Hold on. I don't want to risk taking damage, so I'm gonna press on a couple things.
Fair enough. I mean, pressing is free.
Yeah, I told you first. And use first. I kinda don't remember how he was dressed. The bad guy.
How far away was he
he
from the
watching this
fight that he doesn't know the victim at all? That's not what happened. Does he just not want to say that the guy stabbed him?
Yeah, so we just press him on this. The book will eventually come up, but I think we have to get to the point where it's like, why aren't you being specific about the killing blow when you take pictures of the killing blows? Like, you should
Yeah.
exactly be able to tell us what the killing blow was.
He didn't really state it. He said
Well,
chop, kick, punch.
He was vague about it. He ran around it.
The samurai does. He slapped him to death.
Well, because he didn't mention the spear. Right, we're talking about the killing blow.
It's because he was too much of a child to watch a man die.
But if he thought it was acting, he always gets a picture of the killing blow. As per this book.
Well, throw it in his face.
He will.
What do you mean that's the thing? Get to the point.
Why didn't Cody see the timeline?
He was drawing it, or he had his face in his camera.
Gotta figure out how the camera works. It was new.
Oh, that makes sense. He was staring at his camera. He couldn't watch it because he was staring at his camera. We can show him the evidence that is the camera that he has that we don't have. Well, is Cody aware of that? I know you better than you know yourself, Cody, which is why you're surprised. But why is he lying? I don't get it.
We'll get to why Cody's lying.
He's not covering things up.
We'll get to why he's lying.
I don't get it.
When the book comes up and some other stuff, it'll be important. But
Is
there
Edgeworth
is a
gonna?
reason he's lying, and we'll get to it.
Is Edgeworth gonna object to this again?
I don't remember when Edgeworth next kicks in.
Well, he's already testifying.
Have him redo his testimony.
He's 10. You shouldn't have to throw him in the real world. This is gonna make you look like an asshole again. Oh, damn, he missed it. So we didn't even get the picture, which means we're fucked. He didn't get any evidence. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna look at it anyway. Wait, no, you should have pressed him on the Steel Samurai escaping. If the Steel Samurai was the murderer, how did he escape?
Well, because he claimed there was a fight between him and the villain. So there would have been attacks from both sides.
Well, then press him on that. We need those details. We need to know about the samurai slap.
Alright, we'll do the thing.
Well, that's no new information. Well, what would he have taken a picture of? The dead guy?
Well, so, like...
Let it slide?
No. Because the point is, while he couldn't get a picture of the exact killing blow, he would have got a picture after the fact anyway, still. Because he always takes a picture of the victory, so even if he doesn't get the exact killing blow, he would still have took a picture of the killer over the body kind of deal, right?
I don't know. Do you think do you think this kid has that little of his own integrity? Well, apparently he does. Press him. He probably still has him. Well, I am the defense attorney.
I never missed one, a perfect collection.
Which means he couldn't have erased them because he has
wouldn't
integrity.
have erased them because he wants them for the book.
They were all shit and I got rid of them. I seriously love Cody's surprise face. It's so silly looking.
It is a good surprise face. It's a collection of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody. It claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won.
Which means he's withholding evidence.
Kill
him!
This very odd, Your Honor. Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken from that day. Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. And
why is he being attacked now?
If you haven't figured it out, Phoenix just figured it out. But I'm curious if you figured it out. Do you figure out what Cody's hiding? So he took a photo, but if the Steel Samurai won, it would be in the album.
That the Steel Samurai lost? I think either he lost or he didn't die. The Steel Samurai didn't win.
So Cody got real upset multiple times when we first met him. He had that upset, grumpy face. Right after he'd always mutter the phrase, "The Steel Samurai always wins." Always. But he'd look pissed saying it instead of happy. And it's because he's trying to convince himself that he did not see the Steel Samurai lose. Because in his mind, the Steel Samurai does not lose, but the Steel Samurai lost.
Well, now we have to figure out if he's right or not. Well, according to him, we're wrong.
There was a reason why he lied. So this is the reason why he was lying and changing his story a bazillion times, because he didn't want to admit that he saw the samurai lose.
Then that still doesn't tell us how he died. Would someone have come in after the fact, taken the spear, and then killed him in the Studio One because he was outside and he lost in a weird skirmish that he had with Hammer?
Hammer's the one that died.
Yeah, Hammer's the one who died, but... Okay, so he fought the person who wasn't Powers in the costume and lost. So the person in the costume went back to find him when he walked to Studio One and killed him for revenge for losing.
I think you're overthinking it.
Well, this eventually has to get back to the murder because Hammer did die, but he didn't get killed during the skirmish. And they found him in his regular costume, so he didn't get killed, and he wasn't the person who was defeated in that fight.
Remember how you mentioned there was no blood on that costume?
Well, there wasn't any blood at the crime scene.
Or blood at the crime scene?
I mean,
you're onto something there, you just didn't realize it.
I think it would be a really dumb ending if Hammer just was not dead.
No, he is dead.
Yeah, he should be
He
dead.
didn't die. He didn't die in Studio 1. He died outside. Cody already has proven that he died outside someplace, not in the Studio 1. 2, the Silver Samurai was the one who lost. Meaning the Silver Samurai was the one who got killed.
So maybe
now
I'm
we
not...
know who's in the suit. Who's in the suit, Jeff? Who's in the suit? Who else could have fit at least semi-decently into the Steel Samurai suit?
No, I don't remember what Hammer looked like if Hammer got into the Silver Samurai suit for... Why would he steal the Silver Samurai suit from him to go fight somebody else who was in his costume?
Well, once again, the kid has not stated what the villain looks like. In fact, has not claimed that the villain was the evil magistrate, so the villain was not necessarily in Hammer's suit.
The guy who was fighting in the costume wasn't fighting the evil magistrate because he won't establish Well, it wasn't the victim anymore. The Steel Samurai was the victim because he lost. And also Hammer was the victim because they're the same thing, apparently.
So Jack Hammer is in the Steel Samurai suit.
Yeah, this is more convoluted than I thought.
Yeah, I mean, welcome to murder logic video games. They're always fucking crazy, weird twists like this. So, like, the twist here is that the guy we thought was the murderer in the suit was actually the victim in the suit.
Well, then who killed him? Because it couldn't have been Powers.
Yep, we know it's not. Sorry, excuse me. We know it's not Powers that killed them. In fact, Powers was knocked out with sleeping pills.
Old Bag couldn't kill him either because...
Nope.
And Penny's not strong enough to wield the spear either, so was it Sal?
So now the mystery is who is the villain that the kids saw with the Silver Samurai.
Everyone was trapped at the meeting and that timeline doesn't make sense, so all those characters were eliminated from the search. I just don't know who's left in the pool. Because I think the only ones left in the pool are Old Bag and Penny. Maybe that guy? But who is that guy?
He waited. Well, that's that guy's.
That's Powers.
That's Hammer. Well, Powers is the one sleeping because Powers is the accused. The guy with the headband is Hammer.
So we don't have enough suspects to figure it out. Wait, Cody figured it out? Yeah, it's almost like he couldn't move his pants around. Who's Pops?
Pops is either Edgeworth or us. But he's claiming he does have a photo on the camera that he saved still, that he still has.
It's probably going to be blurry and useless. It's going to be a blurry picture of a tree.
Alright, this is where he saw the fight with the Silver Samurai.
Was it? He was in a bush the whole time?
What? Yeah, he came in through the woods. He said that. To avoid the old lady.
Yeah, but I thought he was standing next to a tree. Now he's in a bush.
Did you notice it? I noticed it right away when I saw this photo.
That he's standing
we'll see it again
tall.
in a second.
I don't know what else. Is it the spear? He's holding the spear?
There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts we know about them in the photo.
That the guy getting murdered is holding the murder weapon?
it yet? Look around and then tell me where the important piece is.
What is it, Studio 2?
Yep. That's the bottom of a 2, not a 1.
Why would he be at Studio 2?
I don't know. Why would the Hammer go to Studio 2? That's the next thing we have to find out, and that's what we have to do the next investigation for.
Oh, so that'll open up everyone else as the witness. That'll open up everyone else as suspects because he went to where they are.
Yes.
Which means that all the bigwigs murdered him for no reason.
Well, I mean, someone murdered him. Kick-ass music for saving the day and solving it kicks in.
Which means that Sal could be the only person who killed him because Dee also couldn't kill him because there are so many women in the pool. And obviously the women aren't strong enough to carry the spear and use it as a murder weapon.
I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1, however, what we do see in this photo taken was that at the time of the murder. It does not say 1, Your Honor. It's 2. Meaning while the body was found in Studio 1, he got murdered here.
So does it matter that we figure out who Hammer was fighting?
At some point, because remember the body wasn't found until 5. Like 5 is when they found the body, so
yes.
They would have had time to move it.
Wait, then why did they tape down his murder site at... Oh wait, they moved it to Studio 1, that's why that happened.
But actually, fun twist, while it opens up everybody the path was blocked at 2:15, so if he got murdered at 2:30 at Studio 2...
So how did they get him to Studio 1 in the first place if the path was blocked?
Well, remember, he wasn't found until 5. We know Studio 2 got unblocked at...
4?
Was it 3 or 4? There's a time before 5 that's we already know that Studio 2 got blocked. Now we do have to still kind of figure that out. There will be clues to help us piece together exactly how they got the body, when, and where.
Are there clues to that, or are we just making all this up?
We're not making it up.
Well, moving the body part, we don't know how that happened at all.
Well, yeah, we don't have the details of it, but my point is saying we know the body was found at Studio 1, right? That's something we
also,
know.
Did they fit him into his old costume, too, to cover it up more?
Yep, probably. We have to look into it. This is all stuff we're gonna have to figure out in day 3 investigating.
Aw, damn, we're not gonna have time for day 3. It's probably like 10:30.
What time is it?
Oh yeah, we only got like 20 minutes. We don't have enough time.
The exciting conclusion will have to happen next time then.
Fuck, and that's gonna be 3 weeks from now. Hold on to your butts. We're gonna have to go through the weird craziness of the conspiracy of the Hollywood bigwigs. They went to a meeting to decide how they're gonna murder this guy. For some motive. Why is the prosecutor asking this question? It's not like Phoenix is gonna tell him.
Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. I have proof.
Do we? I mean, we have proof he probably did do that. But we don't know why.
No, we don't need to know why. We just need proof that he did take it.
Well, show him the photo again. Show him the photo again.
It's not the photo, it's the pills.
Why would the photos be the proof of that?
It's not the photo, it's the pills.
Well, why would that be the proof?
Because the... Just let them explain.
That proves that he was sleeping.
No, it proved he poisoned... He poisoned Powers' food so Powers would pass out so he could take the costume.
Okay. I mean, that's a good theory, but how are we gonna prove it?
Alright, Jeff, how are we gonna prove it?
Fingerprint the bottle? Would he be dumb enough to leave his fingerprints on it?
Let's find out.
Oh my god, fingerprints! I've never heard that before. Edward destroyed by common science.
Things may have happened very differently than we've perceived.
Because Mr. Hammer was doing very weird, nonsensical things.
Yes, now we have to figure out the story of why Hammer did all of this. To figure out what happened and who killed him.
Well, we probably have enough time to at least begin day 3.
Sounds good.
We're just gonna have to find a good cutoff point.
But yeah, it was why would he have stolen the costume? Who killed him and why?
They were
These answers.
Well, they were obviously trying to frame Powers for some reason. I just don't know why the studio doesn't like him. Maybe they were trying an insurance scam and trying to kill their star would give them enough money to save their studio. Which is why they killed him.
They didn't kill their star. Their star is Powers. Powers is the lead character, so he's the star. They killed essentially the second guy.
Has it been an entire day that Maya hasn't been here?
Maya's been here majority of day. Well, she was here the latter half of day 2 investigation, and then the beginning of the next day's trial. Because day 1 is investigation, day 2 is day 1 of the trial, and then day 2 of the investigation. And now we're on day 2 of the trial, day 3 of the investigation. And then tomorrow's day 3 of the trial. And we have to figure it out by day 3 of the trial.
I wasn't kidding. Phoenix never kids. Phoenix doesn't have a comedic bone in his body.
Alright, let's see if we can find all the stuff in time.
We're gonna have to flag so many puzzles really, really fast.
I mean, luckily for the most part, we only have everything should be roughly in like one area, because the area we now have to investigate is the new site of the murder.
And good, no one's even there, so this should be real simple. Oh wait, there is no simple to this. Oh good, Maya finally closed her boob window.
Yeah, because now it's Maya again.
You're gonna look really sexy in 10 years, Maya. You got the body for it. Apparently.
I mean, we already pointed out that her body physically changes to the spirit that's possessing her. Because she does gain a mole on her chin, like a beauty mark mole on her chin, when she's possessed by Mia. That's clearly not there right now. So I think her boobs literally grow bigger when she's possessed by Mia. And she grows taller.
Yeah, she probably just advances 10 years in age. Yeah, let's go back to the studio. Do our job. That we get paid for. Which we barely get paid for because we got a lot of cheap-ass clients. Do you know where director guy is? Because he's probably the most likely person to do it.
Now our suspect is Sal or Vasquez.
So Vasquez pushed him to do it because she had something over him.
Treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it.
I think he would like any attention from a female anything.
Why would anybody like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? Or, let's not spoil him. Let's keep Maya innocent there. Yeah, sadomasochism's not a thing.
Well, I thought that was gonna be more jokey, like, Maya, you talk down to me all the time. What the fuck? Why, is she super suspicious? Where did Vasquez even come from? I mean, technically suicide isn't a crime.
We don't know if he committed suicide, though.
I mean, that's just kind of a weird implication of this conversation. It's like we're calling him a criminal, but if that was the fact of the case, then that's not a crime.
No, we're calling him a criminal because he drugged and stole from someone.
Yeah, those are crimes.
That's what she was talking about. Not that we're saying he's the murderer. We're saying that he drugged Powers and stole.
Yeah, I'm really surprised they're not filming today, considering two of their actors aren't here anymore, Maya. Real weird situation here for a film company. Oh yeah, you were asleep when we found that, weren't you? What did we do? Like step on Gumshoe's face?
No, Maya was here when we found the bottle, because that was the first time we bumped into Cody. We had Maya with us. Mia was later. No, he's here checking for fingerprints, if I recall.
Oh yeah, he did see.
And so
he did say dramatique, and I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Because dramatique, I'm pretty sure is not a word. Well, at least you're allowed to do that. Well, throw it on the plate. Whoops, I spilled it on myself. I'm a dipshit.
changed colors, so we do have drugged food.
Hey, we established something concrete for once. What does the large bone have to do with anything?
What?
It's just... the frickin' flavor text marked on the sleeping pills and the bone. I was like, why the fuck did we need to know about the bone? Just to know that he ate everything?
I guess.
You big silly game.
Oh pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy that case against Mr. Powers anymore.
Yeah, it's real suspicious, like.
Alright, let's ask about Edgeworth, just for the fun of it. How is Edgeworth doing, anyway?
He's still drinking his tea and looking sadly out the window.
He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it.
Wow,
So mad, he crushed hot coffee in his hand.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Never happened to the bottle of sleeping pills. Well, I got some good news about it.
I think I'd be more worried about fucking getting... I think I'd rather be more worried about getting coffee burns all over my fucking face.
I feel like, depending on how hard you crushed it, the coffee burns would just be on your hand. But anyway, they found his prints on the bottle.
Good, so we finally got that into the testers.
Yep. Because he gave us those results. Anyway, now I think I can go to...
Studio 2! Whee! Hey, they haven't cleaned up the tree. What the hell? Well, it was probably a preemptive plan, so we just have to figure out what the plan was. And why. And D. She's gonna smug Vasquez's face off. And then she's finally gonna talk. Maya, you're not a cheerleader. No, you're not. You're looking at the roses.
Anyway, start examining stuff.
Well, we already saw this yesterday.
Okay, so they're just saying the same shit.
Yes. Look at the plates. What do you mean, shush? Lady, you're a witness. You better get over yourself.
I think I'm tired of the steel samurai.
You know your spiritualism isn't admissible in court, Maya.
She's also literally just saying that because she's like, I think we're just gonna be done with this Steel Samurai show, and Maya being a fan of the show.
We'll get her in jail before she can do
Like,
that.
It's like, well, clearly she's the killer then, because only the killer would want to cancel the show. Alright.
You killed Will Powers! The man who's not dead! Are we still not gonna point out the fact that one of them is bent and obviously is gonna murder somebody? By jabbing into their thigh and cutting their artery? They drew that. I don't know. I just don't know why they did if it's not important. Oh yeah, where is Penny? She hasn't been here in a whole day. She's not allowed a day off. Paper cups, that proves that Edgeworth has been here. He's the killer. Maybe that's a clue. They're spending way too much money on their sets, and that means that they killed somebody for insurance money.
I'm just trying to remember the order, what things we need to do, because I remember what we all get for evidence, but I don't remember how to get it.
Well, all this stuff is stuff we saw before.
Talk. Yeah, well, it's shit we saw before, but...
She's completely useless, so unless we can throw some evidence in her face.
Right.
Plates! Maya, use your spiritualism skill to get some evidence off the plate.
Examine the plates to show that they're odd.
And show the plate to D? Yeah, we saw the two before. Oh, they're linking it to the picture? And that's gonna do something?
Apparently.
Can we show the Can we show the Cody picture to her and get her off balance a little bit?
Try.
You know this picture.
We don't have the Cody picture.
God damn it. We can't call her on a bullshit then. You have something to do with this case. And we're gonna prove it. It was a joint murder. Show her the sleeping pills?
No, I think we missed something in the employee area.
The trailer.
Well, first let's go in the dressing room and see if that cues anything. Okay, it did.
I'm sure it'll be fine. He only spent 3 days in jail. I mean, it's technically a nap. That's how people sleep. The tea? The backdrop. Oh my god, the detective. Yeah, I don't know what evidence we could possibly show him. Gumshoe, do you know anything? Tell us! We're out of clues.
I know.
This is confusing. Doesn't make sense. Let's go to our office again. D, you know everything. Tell us. Look at this photo I found. Why are we showing it to Maya?
I don't know. I'm just trying to remember what the fuck we need to do.
Maya, calm down. We need to find some leads. Not some craziness. I was gonna suggest check the rose garden that she's staring at, but that's not helping. Life's confusing when it doesn't make
Oh.
sense.
I fucking bet I know where we need to go, and it's just a big oversight on our part.
Well, his entire chapter has been just constant oversights.
Fucking go talk to the fucking person to see if they have anything to say.
Which they won't, because he's just been in here for 3 days.
But it's dialogue we have to exhaust that might move the shit forward in the place where shit actually is.
Yeah, only 1 day left before you're here put for life in the box that you're gonna be in forever.
Because we can ask him about everybody to see if he knows anything. So this is Vasquez we're talking about.
Well, yeah, I saw that. I'm surprised he's a genius with only 5 years experience. Why, does he have a crush on Vasquez?
No, he said he's only heard rumors about whatever it is. So it's not that.
He's a big dork and nothing
He
else.
used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eyes. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everybody knows his name.
Was that Phoenix's attempt at a sex joke?
And a fat joke, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes
You
more
can
sense.
imagine as the fact that he's kind of like a Slav that doesn't exercise. So like, it's like, yeah, I can imagine him doing whatever she says, but I don't imagine him jumping because he's not physically fit.
Hey, Officer Robertson, help us. We need clues. You know everything, don't you? I mean, you've been standing there gathering clues for your entire
He was
life.
my role model when I started in the business. So Hammer was his role model when he started in the biz. But he stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global.
Why was he scared of success? Or the
Well, you have to figure
challenge,
out.
I guess?
Remember there was an incident 5 years ago with him that got brought up at the beginning, and then we haven't really figured it out or touched on it because no one wants to talk about it? Well, now we have to fucking figure out what that incident is.
Well, yeah, but now he's making it sound like he voluntarily stepped away.
Yeah, right, we have to figure out why.
And that doesn't really make all that much sense.
So 5 years ago when he stepped away, that's when Vasquez came.
Oh my god, she tried to kill him. It was an attempted murder, and now it's a revenge attempted murder. Well, it's not attempted.
Now I think...
Well, we don't have any clues to throw in people's faces, so we're just gonna have to try and find something that we can work with.
Did something with your mic just happen? Oh my god. Come on. What the fuck, game? Give me more shit I can do.
I don't know, can you hear me now? I might be talking a bit weird.
No, what happens is randomly on some of your words it'll be like a loud screech in my ear.
That might just be Discord. I don't think my mic is that old to be fucking up. Can we examine her? No, we can't. I was like, can we examine her pipe for no reason?
No, we can't examine the people. Examine's always a background thing.
I am fucking lost as hell. Can we go back to the crime scene? Is there something there?
Crime Scene Studio 2.
No, the original crime scene where they brought the body.
We need to get the card again.
Oh yeah, we gave that. Well, we lent it back, quote unquote.
Yeah, there we go. I was like talking to
Benny,
him at the.
did you just get here?
Must have queued something.
Yeah, what are you doing here? They fired him? Really? No way. Well, how are they filming the last episode if he's in jail?
I don't know, fill-in actor maybe?
The fill-in actor? Phil actor. Why don't they just reboot it with someone else then? I don't know if it's so freaking popular. Wait, they're not making the thing that they're good at making? What the fuck are they doing? They rebooting the whole freaking studio? Ask about the studio policy. This doesn't make any sense. Why? It's popular. That's not how film works.
Because there's a murder tied to it.
Then just reboot it. No one's gonna care. I don't know, call him the Gold Hero or whatever. Make a different kids show. Why are they giving up on the genre? What are we giving her? What do you mean take that? We're not in court.
Well, now we're trying to convince her or show her that people really care about it.
Well, what's that gonna
I
do?
was trying to convince her. It's just.
Penny's not a bigwig. Nothing. You're a production assistant. Oh, finally, are we getting the goddamn answer that we should have had at the start? We have no freaking clue. Okay. Is this seriously his backstory? He did something shady 10 years ago and she knows about it?
5 years ago.
It's probably from before then. And they burnt it to the ground! Oh, that explains why we couldn't get into it. It's because it's destroyed. Oh no! Hammer's also a murderer! But what were the details of this murder? You can't just leave us hanging like this.
Manslaughter. It was an accidental death, apparently.
But what are the details of the murder? What actually happened?
She might not know because she's only heard rumors. But now we know Vasquez is involved, so we can approach Vasquez about it.
He accidentally dropped the entire roof on his head.
After this, we can go talk to Vasquez and we can get Vasquez to start talking about shit.
Well, that an old bag. But you know, to be honest, this might actually be a good cutoff point. That we finally revealed the big secret.
Oh, it looks like you're right. Old Big does have something to say, though.
We're still slinking around here at the end of part 2. It must have been a really vague accident.
So, yeah.
That she's still sticking by Hammer all these years later.
Well, she's Hammer's super fan. She's been here forever, and she believes Hammer is what made the studio great when it was in its heyday.
Okay. Well, do you want to get more context, or you just want to save that for part 3?
I'll ask you. Do you want? I will tell you right here, right now, that because she's been here so long, Old Big does indeed know what happened 5 years ago, and will give us the details we need about 5 years ago.
Well, that sounds like a perfect cliffhanger for me.
So you want to leave it on that and not find out? We can leave it on that and not find out.
Well, if we can save wherever we want, I say let's go for it. Thanks for joining us here for some more Ace Attorney fun times. And this was this was definitely a good episode. I didn't think it was going to get this convoluted.
I know, it's fucking crazy shit.
So,
anime murder logic puzzle games are always convoluted, crazy ass murders that are always wacky as hell.
Yeah, I remember watching a murder mystery anime for a season, and it did indeed get really fucking odd because it was the way they got around it was apparently it involved a secret pregnancy and a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, that is a weird one.
Well, it was a lot of weird. Well, the reason why it was weird was it was also a locked room mystery.
Yep, there's always one of those. I haven't come across one in Ace Attorney 1, but I'm sure in one of the Ace Attorneys we'll get a locked room mystery. Oh wait, no, I think there's a locked room mystery in Ace Attorney that I might have done. I don't know. I don't remember. There's details of the very last case I did in the game. before I paused it to play with you. I think there might have been elements of that one that made it semi-locked room at like a point in the timeline of the murder. But Danganronpa does multiple. I think each Danganronpa game has its own locked room murder that you have to fucking figure out, which is cool.
I was gonna say, isn't the premise a locked room mystery, but technically it also isn't, because everyone's available to kill each other.
Yeah. So the aspect of those games murders aren't in and of themselves a locked room, but I'm almost positive that every single game has a murder where it's like, well, how could have the killer got in and out, and like you have to figure out the locked room mystery. I know the first one does. I don't recall the second one does have one, but I don't remember if it starts as one or if like stuff gets revealed in the murder that goes, oh, now we have to figure out how, because now it's a locked room mystery. Like, it doesn't start as a locked room mystery, I don't think, but I think it eventually becomes a locked room mystery as evidence gets revealed. And then, does the third game have a locked room mystery? I actually don't remember. I'm pretty sure it does.
Well,
we'll play those games eventually, too. Those are great.
Well, thanks for joining us here for our special early episode, another short stream. Since we had to push this up, I'm excited because we're going to be doing Kingdom Hearts 2 weeks in a row. Hopefully, we'll be doing them on regular streams, and we'll be finally closing that door and moving on to our unrelated projects. Some completely new stuff, some actual double-blind Let's Playing. So, thanks for joining me here for another stream. I am going to cut off the recording. As soon as I can hit the button and things stop popping up on my fucking screen.